Welcome to the Class is Permanent podcast. Today is Friday, February 6th. We have episode Friday. Episode 6. Now you got me fucked up. We got episode 19 ahead of us. We should have a fun one here. Hopefully a good one for you guys. We're going to jump in a little bit of the news. We have some news segments. It is Super Bowl week, so this is us showing our American side. We're going to do a special Super Bowl segment. We'll talk about a couple of the games that from this midweek, highlight some of the games coming up this weekend. We as well have a new segment that we'll be trying to do. I don't know. We haven't really talked about it until about 5 minutes before the episode. Tier talk. And then we'll let you guys go. That being said, let's get it underway. Away we go.
Class is permanent! Form is temporary!
Alrighty. How we doing, boys? Pooch is in the building. Pooch is in the studio. We the best. The new 92.
Fireworks.
That was awesome. What was the coach? Was that Steichen? Or no, it was Gannon.
Yeah.
NFL coach for the Cardinals.
Hot 98. If you ain't in the streets right now, what are you doing?
Put your hand in the what is it? Put your hand in the cash register. Take that money out.
We going off. 2015's our year. And then it was like fabulous.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
We should try that again sometime.
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
We could do like different musical influences too.
Mm.
Caribbean.
Oh,
We got a Cuban in the building, as we've recently found out.
yes. Let's give him a quick intro. The man, the myth, the legend. He's also in the building.
Wait, what is Owen in Spanish?
Oh, I don't even know if
in
there's like
Spanish.
No.
Oh.
No, that you didn't. He wrote
Oh.
own like to possess something, not your name. Wow,
Owen is generally not translated
Just
in
about to say.
Spanish.
it's not really Spanish.
Mi
Owen?
abuelo Owen emigró to los Estados Unidos.
Okay. Well, people have been mistaken Owen for a Cuban, which nothing against it. I have a lot of Cuban family actually. I don't think Owen looks Cuban, but for some reason, when Owen said that, me and Pooch both said congrats.
Yeah.
So, Owen, what is you're Irish, and then what else? That's it.
Cuban
Okay, a Cuban.
and Cuban.
You're the first like Irish Cuban.
You want to listen to Bad Bunny's album today?
Ooh.
Oh, Bad Bunny.
Feeling pretty Cuban.
Yeah.
Mal Cornejo.
Mi pregunta.
It's like whatever. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Good album. I was
Bad Bunny.
there. You go. Yeah. Oh, okay. Get
Bad
I'll
Bunny.
to you.
Bad Bunny is the best. You don't like a Bad Bunny?
It makes me uncomfortable as a Cuban.
Fair enough.
What was your favorite song of the album? Te vi tomar fotos. DTMF. Baile inolvidable. Nueva York.
That was a good one.
But yeah, the best song, Baile Inolvidable. Pretty much Unforgettable Dance. That is probably the best song off the album. Also, terrific edits on social, like soccer players to that. Phenomenal. Funny enough, I had it on for my dad. I was washing the dishes, and those who know, when I wash the dishes here, one thing, always got to take my shirt off because I make a mess. Second thing is I play music over the speaker, and as I'm currently working at a Mexican restaurant, I've been very into like Mexican music because that's all I listen to all day. A lot of older stuff, but I was like, my dad's like, oh, like, can you play Bad Bunny for me? I've never listened to him. Played that, and he was like, oh, it's all right, I guess. And then he was like, I guess I just don't really like it. I was like, well, Dad, like, name me one artist post 2010 that you like. And he's like, yeah, I guess that's right. So I was like, all right, well, it makes sense. But I'm very excited for the Super Bowl halftime show. Pooch, thoughts?
If anybody was wondering, my favorite Bad Bunny song of all time is Titi Mi Pregunta.
Ooh, you know what that song's about? Take a guess.
Getting an auntie pregnant.
Honestly, close, and I can see why you'd say that.
Okay.
Not getting an auntie. So TT is like aunt, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's like a you know,
that's why I picked it up.
my mom's friends who are not my actual aunts are Titi. But and that's like a Puerto Rican thing. They're Puerto Rican. Me pregunto is asked me. So the song is, she's asking him like, oh, why don't you find like a girlfriend? Why don't you find like a love? Yada yada. And throughout the whole songs, he's like, oh, I like too many women. You know what I mean?
You want to
Me
know? You want to know a
pregunto.
Spanish artist that I'm going to put both of you on right now?
You could try
Lisa.
Lisa.
She's Spanish.
Who's Lisa? Oh, I'm out of the loop on Lisa. Like Spain Spanish?
No, she's Caribbean Spanish. I don't know where. Lisa's got some bangers.
She was in White Lotus.
Oh, wait, you're talking about Thai rapper and singer Lisa? Is
maybe
this
that's
her?
not her name.
La Lisa Manobol?
Nope, that's not her.
I was gonna say this is like a Thai rapper and singer.
Who am I? Oh, Young Miko. Sorry, her best song. Her best song is Lisa. Her best song is Lisa. Her best song is Lisa.
Oh my god, that was awesome, Pooch.
Yeah, Young Miko.
Young Nico is how do you spell Nico? Oh,
No,
Miko.
Miko. Miko.
Where's she from?
I don't know.
Oh, she's Puerto Rican too.
Yeah,
She kind of looks
the
like
goat. She's the goat.
You know who she looks like? She kind of looks like 11. I don't know her name. Millie Bobby Brown. I'm not saying like I wouldn't confuse them as twins, but if you told me like they're sisters or cousins, I'd be like, yeah.
I don't see it.
All right, well, whatever.
But yeah, she's got a song called Lisa, which goes crazy.
Millie Bobby, you know what? Older Millie Bobby Brown, maybe not, because she looks like Millie Bobby Brown is 4 years younger than me.
You were okay. Okay, I think that math works out.
What? She's 4 years younger than me. 2004. I was born 2000.
No, not that.
What?
Nothing.
All right, we're having a good one today. I'm enjoying. You know what? This is fun energy. Real quick, everyone say your player comp looks wise. I'm gonna go Eric Garcia. Pooch.
Looks wise, I will go.
Angelo
no. Fuck. What's his name? Oh,
this is a good podcast.
Jhon Duran.
That's a good segue. And Owen's Archie Gray. I think like older Archie Gray, which you guys are. What are you? 2 years older than him? How old are you? I don't even know how old you are. You're 24. Are you really 22? Oh shit, you're young as hell. You know how old Pooch is?
40?
Close. 38.
Pooch is 27 years old, and he's sitting in my basement doing a podcast with us. Why does it always come back to Ethan? I'm 25. I'm still on my parents' health insurance.
I'm paying for my own surgery.
What health insurance are you on? I'm gonna have to talk to you about that. Which one to get on? Well, you're probably going through work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the Mexican restaurant I work at does not offer health insurance for me. But that's all right. But yeah, you know, let's just jump into Jhon Duran here. There's not much soccer news for you guys. I mean, we could go into like some bullshit like this and that. I guess maybe we'll talk a little bit about Ronaldo. Nice. Jhon Duran has now transferred to Zenit, which this also confuses me. Why does like Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and like random other countries have just a different transfer window? I know the MLS makes sense because like different season, but Turkey's in the middle of their season. How is like that allowed?
I don't know. I think it's originally England up until 2 years ago, they had a whole different thing because of Brexit.
You're totally actually right about that.
EU.
Yes.
Like the EU, all the EU countries are in the same kind of system for like I don't know, soccer wise, like whatever. That's above my pay grade.
You really think geopolitics is determining? The Israeli teams that are on the Asian continent are playing in like Europa League and stuff. But you're telling me that transfer windows are determined by continent?
No, by like trade
by
agreements.
Whoa,
like
that might actually be really big brain.
Is all together in like a trade agreement or whatever. They all use euros.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. I was about to flame you, but you got me back. Remontada Pooch.
The whole thing with England, like they were mad because up until 2 years ago, like it was more the summer, not the winter window, where it was like after they left, like they did Brexit or whatever, they had like a week before their window closed a week before in the summer than the entire continent did. And then they were like, our teams are like our teams are at a disadvantage, so we might as well just get on the same transfer window as the whole EU.
Wait,
but Turkey's not in the EU, I think.
Oh, is Turkey in the EU?
No, don't fact check. Well, let's just roll with it.
Yeah, so here's I guess what doesn't make sense to me though, because I get what you're saying, because actually trade agreement makes sense, because also, for instance, in like Owen, yep.
The only thing, it did start as a strictly European thing, transfer windows.
Okay.
It wasn't in 2003 that in which FIFA were like, we're going to do this.
Yeah, standardize it or whatever, regulate it. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't fully standardize it in terms of time.
Okay.
They standardized its introduction.
understand. Interesting. We could do a whole segment on this. Wow.
All right. Well, we didn't need to do that.
Dude, it is crazy. Like being 25 sometimes, like, again, I work at a restaurant. And so like a lot of the people that work there are typically either in the winter we're like college kids, but then like the people during like now, right, are all like high school kids. So I'll be like doing a serving shift and whoever's working with me, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, man, I have a test tomorrow." And I'm like, "Oh, like what class what major are you?" And they're like, No, I'm a junior in high school." And I'm like, I am Unk.
Yeah.
Now, they'll fuck with me, you know what I mean? Like we that didn't come off how they'll like me, you know what I mean? I'm a young guy. I'm always saying like type shit and like I'm like type shit and I'm like
Jit.
No, Jit is way past them. They're past Jit.
Really?
Well, we're also not in Florida.
Oh, dude, I love using Jit.
Well, we only learned about Jit because it's kind of like Kodak Black.
Yeah.
They don't even know Kodak Black. Kodak Black is like,
"My name Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white. My name Kodak Black, but I smoke a lot of spice."
I hope so.
I love Kodak.
Dude, the best is when Kodak Black's in the FAU locker room and the coach is like, give me a talk. And he's like, I think he's like, "They're coming to take something that's yours, so you better hit them back." And he's like, in the head. he's like ad-libbing the coach. And he's just saying, I think he's like got a lollipop in his mouth or something.
Well, the best Kodak video is the one where he did not 1,000 miles. Oh, Bulletproof. And like they made it like super like just cinematic, him just like singing Bulletproof, like he's in like a Benz, like a tinted out Benz.
Yo, I know something funny about Bulletproof. Wait. Oh no, I'm thinking of Titanium.
Yeah.
I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. That song's called. Is that what you're talking about?
Fire.
I am tired.
No. It's like, been there, done that, messed around. Having fun. Don't put me down.
Ironically, the one song I think I know that my dad loves of this generation, or I guess kind of, that dude loved Titanium. We'd be in the car and be on the radio, because back then we were just all listening to the radio. Back then, 2013, 2014, and this dude would just be like blasting Titanium, and they'd play it once an hour. So if you're in a 2-hour car ride with Pops, it might come on. It probably comes on.
Put your hand in that cash register. It is 2014, people. Get up, get in shape, and listen to Sia, Titanium.
Do the Harlem. Remember that? Do you remember Harlem Shake, or are you too young for that?
Remember Planking? Remember Black Beatles?
Oh, Black Beatles was terrific.
Wait, ready? 3, 2, 1, do it.
Someone crashed their car. Yeah. Someone was driving and just crashed their car. Yeah. But fair enough if you committed to it. But yeah, let's go back to Jhon Duran real quick and just all this. So that's something that maybe next episode we'll do a little segment on that transfer. I feel like that'll be a fun little piece of hit. So we had some audio issues. Let's talk Jhon Duran real quick. Let's talk a little ball. So he makes this transfer to Zenit. That's obviously where all this started. All I'm going to say is this man has almost completed, at 22 years old, same age as Owen, he has almost completed the full retirement home. Like, I don't even know. The only country I think he's missing is China. He's been in.
That'd be cheeky.
He's been in Saudi. He's been in Turkey. He's now going to Russia. And he started in the U.S.
If I was him at this point, I'd just commit to the bit and do every continent. Go to South America. Go to Asia.
He started in South America.
Oh, did he?
Well, yeah, because what is he, Colombian?
Oh.
Is he
Colombian? I thought he went straight to the Flyers Academy.
No, he was I mean, I don't know if he ever played like a professional game in Colombia, but he started in Colombia.
Ooh.
And then he went to the Fire. And then he went Fire to Villa. And then from Villa, he went to Saudi to Fenerbahce, which he was only there, by the way, for 6 months.
I also find it super weird because I'm pretty sure he was only on there like for a loan. No,
right. He went on a loan. And then the thing about Jhon Duran that's so funny to me is he's obviously a beast. He was probably, I mean, Ollie Watkins obviously a great striker, but he was probably like when he was at Villa, what was it, the last 6 months, like their best player.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a Villa fan would say someone else, but like his best player, he makes the move to Saudi, which, whatever, right? Like you go for the money. I mean, I know Mohamed Siakam.
Siaka.
No,
Siakam.
Simakan. Pascal Siakam. NBA trade deadline was today. Let's go real side piece. I like really try my best to be into the NBA. And it is so hard when they make 8-player trades that are just arbitrary. Right. 3 teams get in on it, and you don't even know who went where. And I haven't heard of 95% of the names. Now, I'm not like a real hoop head like that. So, like, that's on me. But for instance, like, I don't know. What was the team? Was it the Anthony Davis trade where you had like 15 players moving? I feel like some teams just were like, you know what? We don't like our bench. You want our bench? Yeah, okay, I'll take your shit. Okay. They just like pass shit left to right. I don't know.
I'm not an NBA head at all. I don't even have a team really.
You could be a Knicks fan with us. Timberwolves are fun. If I was like completely neutral, like I'm a Knicks fan. I grew up a Knicks fan, so it's just kind of like growing up younger. They suck so bad. I don't really have as much of an allegiance. I used to really like Russell Westbrook and Vince Carter. Me and Owen talked about this, so I kind of like bounced around a little bit with that. But if there was like a team, I'd say like jump on the bandwagon right now, but also like good history, probably the Timberwolves or the Spurs.
Good histories.
Well, you know what I mean, though. Good history. Like you have Kevin Garnett, you had Kevin Love. Oh, you had two Kevins.
And those are the only two things that Timberwolves have ever done. Have two Kevins.
Do you guys have any connection? I remember the Lakers used to be the Minneapolis Lakers, but that's like not the Timberwolves at all.
That doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Okay, understandable. Back to Jhon Duran. Long story short, like with Aston Villa, like this was a guy I thought was going to get like a big move eventually. Maybe he was going to stay at Villa another year or two, but I saw somebody, apparently he was offered to Tottenham on the final day. I don't know if it was on a loan or full. Tottenham denied it. And at first I was like, what the fuck? Like this would be electric. And then it was the best point I've ever seen. It was like, imagine Thomas Frank with a dude hitting like 40-yard piss missiles. He'd probably lose his hair. Like just, you know, that he's trying to like do all this like detailed buildup that doesn't work and usually is very conservative. And then all of a sudden you have Jhon Duran from like just past halfway line. You know what? Fuck it, we ball. He might hit it. But also he might, you know, rip out. He has pretty good hair, Thomas Frank.
He has some of the best hair, but once again, would you rather have a manager with good hair or good tactical brain?
No. Oh, Owen said good hair.
Sorry, I answered your question.
He did. He answered the question. Fair enough. That's a good question, Pooch. We can. Yeah. I'm probably taking bald. Or I mean, it doesn't have to be bald. It could be bad hair.
No, bad. Like Ange won you guys a trophy.
Yeah.
Would you say he had the best hair ever?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good manager.
Normal hair. How's that?
Bad hair.
Here's why I would.
How many trophies has Arteta won?
One,
if you want to count that. Would you say he has decent hair, like good hair?
I'd say so. Yeah, like full. Here's the thing. It
He
depends.
hasn't
Like,
won anything. He has great hair. I
Oh.
also saw something, not to pivot to this.
Yeah, let's pivot.
Crazy stat.
Okay.
Arsenal, in the 6 years before a player went to them, made a final in every single season, made at least one final. In the, I believe, 5 years that player was with Arsenal, the last 5 years, did not make a final. This year, makes a final. Arsenal make a final. Who is that player?
So, I'm sorry, you just said a lot of shit. Yeah, how did you remember? So, wait, this is players that before Arsenal never made a final.
No. It's one player.
Who's
Okay.
made a final.
No. I'll re-say it. I'll dumb it down for both of you.
Oh, great. Thank you. We're the ones that need that now.
So there was a player at Arsenal, one player. He was with Arsenal for the past...
Gabriel Jesus?
No.
Okay.
For the past 5 years. This is his first year not on Arsenal. They made a final.
Oh.
The 6 years before he joined the team, they also made a final those years. But the 5 years that he was here, Arsenal never made a single final in any competition. Who is he?
And he just left. So he's at Arsenal the past 5 years and he just left. That's kind of what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
He left this summer is what?
Yes.
Okay. Let me put on my thinking cap. Part of me, Ramsdale didn't leave this summer, did he?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, and you have any thoughts here? I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to think of who you... This is like the worst part. If you ask me like just random like, oh, who did Arsenal transfer out this summer? I'd be like, oh, easy. But now that you like... When Harry's too young, he would have been 13, right?
Yeah.
There's someone in their car just screaming right now. I'm trying to think who are your backup center backs the past couple of years? Maybe
You're so far off, I can just give you the answer.
Center mids? Who is it?
Thomas Partey.
Ooh, no Partey.
And everybody online, when they saw that
I didn't even know he left. Where is he? Is he at Letty?
No, he's Sevilla.
Wow.
Or Sevilla, Villarreal, Valencia.
Can he even play in
Villarreal.
Spain? Wasn't the whole thing? Like, obviously, listen, we're not going to get into the weeds of it, but like, wasn't the whole thing that he had he had shit in Spain and like he couldn't go to Spain? Like, wasn't there a game you guys played in Spain like that he was injured?
Yeah.
So he just moved to Spain?
Yeah. I have zero clue. I don't know. I'm not getting into the legality of it.
Yeah.
But all I know is that everybody online, basically, when they saw that stat, was like, no wonder why all the bad juju left our team. Like, everything
Yeah, he's at
bad.
Villarreal.
Yeah, everything bad about us has been gone with him leaving. So
That's crazy. Well, I mean, fair enough. Actually, you know, that's actually a good, like, that makes me, I don't like Arsenal. That makes me happy, though. I don't want to see that man succeed.
oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
all
yeah,
right,
yeah,
fair
yeah.
enough. Usually, like, oh, I'm so happy this guy won a title with the team finally. You know, like Harry Kane with Bayern. Like, obviously sucks he left Spurs, but you're like, you know what? Just happy for you, good for you. But like, yeah, fuck you, party.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're going back to Duran again.
We could always just move on from Durant.
I don't think we can. Long story short,
It's like it's the Duran story is the base of a tree where we
it's
just
like an iceberg.
we just
Tip of
find
the
different
iceberg.
branches to go off on when we say a sentence about it. We're like, Duran, he's going to Russia. Oh, did you know Quincy Promes like
dude, he's
was
got a crazy
arrested
story
in
too. We're not
Russia?
going to do that, but
yeah.
all right. Good stuff. Well, I mean, the only other news is the whole like Ronaldo thing, where he's apparently still sitting out with Al Nassr, and then Benzema today played his first game with Al Hilal today, and he had a hat trick. So, and they're top of the table, so I could kind of get why Ronaldo's upset. But
Both really good guys too, personally.
yeah, they're both bad people, and I mean, it makes sense. Look at the guys that came from Barca and play for Barca. All good people, normal people. Maybe they do a little tax evasion, messy, but like whatever. And then you have the Real Madrid guys.
Yeah.
You know who we should? I'm not. We were talking about something off.
You know who'd be a great manager? Busquets.
Yeah. Well, we were going back to the hair thing. So
oh yeah.
this is where we were. We were with the hair. That's what somebody was going to say is like Puyol, who everyone would probably be like, oh, good manager, great leader. Probably a horrible manager.
Yeah.
Great hair.
Yeah. He would need to shave his head.
Yeah. Well, and this is
bad person from Barcelona.
Yeah.
PK.
No.
Cheated on Shakira.
I mean, I'm going to defend my guy, but
you could defend your guy all you want. He cheated on Shakira. How do you cheat on Shakira and have kids with Shakira and then rip a family apart?
Wait. Shakira now has her kids, instead of playing footy, they're singing on stage.
That's what happens when you can't get mad at. Yeah, like you also can't get mad at like her kids singing when her ex-husband cheated on her.
Yeah.
Like if you're sitting there as a fan and you really want his kids to play footy, you should be on the side of Shakira being like, why the fuck would he ever cheat on you? Because I guarantee you if they're still together, those kids are playing for Barcelona under 11s now.
Dude, you know what pisses me off is, we just lost like generational center backs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You should be pissed at PK.
Here's the only reason I'm not, though. He's like the biggest anti-Madrista of all time. And they call him El Presidente because he's going to become the president of Barcelona one day.
That's
the
fair.
Club, not the
That's fair.
Province.
That's fair. But when his kids are like on the Spanish American Idol instead of fucking putting a 2-foot tackle in on a 48-year-old Vinicius, you're going to be pissed.
Yeah, you're right. But he did raise Gavi.
Congrats. Maybe Gavi will cheat on his upcoming wife too.
Nah, Gavi's too loyal. Remember, PK actually went to United, and then we got him back from there. You didn't know that, did you?
I did know that. Did you know that Mascherano went to Liverpool on loan?
Not from Barca, though.
Javier Mascherano, yeah.
No, he played at Liverpool, but he didn't go on loan from Barcelona.
He just went on loan at Liverpool.
Fun facts. Cool.
I think we're throwing out fun facts now. So
well, the thing is wasn't it him and Tevez who made the move to West Ham or whatever? Like they made the move and then like they didn't actually ever play for West Ham, right? Or they?
No, I think they played like maybe 5 games each.
What was the whole thing with that? Like
season?
It was like that weird thing with like the agent, right? Where like the agent, however those contracts and however that worked out, it's like the agent like owned their image rights or something. I don't know. It was like something weird. That's something we could do a deep dive on. It was something weird that West Ham fans like hate. It's long story short, when they both got signed from Argentina to come to West Ham, right? Like directly. I think something with like the way they did their contracts and this and that, and the way the agent did it is like essentially they could leave at any time. And then that's when they went to Liverpool and then I guess United.
I thought they both played there though at the end of their careers.
Mascherano definitely didn't. Mascherano,
no,
maybe
Tevez definitely did. I feel like.
I like how we both went for our computers.
Yeah.
Mascherano, I forgot that he's the coach of Inter Miami and no hair.
Told you.
That being said,
and what happened last year? What did they win?
Yeah, they won the chip. But that being said, Mascherano was not a good manager to start. That was not a good setup.
Okay, you're right. You are right because I'm looking at Tevez. And
He went to China. I didn't know that, but
Tevez spent.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about Mascherano.
Yeah, Tevez spent 3 years at West Ham and made 26 appearances. So that probably tells you something in itself. And then he went to United, City, Juve, Boca, Shanghai, Boca.
Okay.
He's also a head coach too.
Oh, this is it. So when Tevez and Mascherano came over to Europe, there were many rumors about the surprise nature of Mascherano and Tevez's transfers, primarily regarding media sports investment interest in buying out the club and whether they truly own the two players or whether a third party held their registration. That is what it was. So like there was this weird thing, and it kind of like they were able to just like dip out, I guess. But
I'm seeing it right now too, where like on Wikipedia, it's literally showing that he was at West Ham from 06 to 09, but then also United from 07 to 09.
Right. Which he was like on a weird loan.
Yeah.
So this is what the issue is. Where was he? He left Corinthians. Is that Tevez?
Yeah, Corinthians.
So they were both at Corinthians together, and then when they made the move to West Ham, technically you can't play for two teams in the same calendar year, or the same same season. So like July 31st, I guess. June 30th, I don't know, something like that, because obviously you could transfer. They both played for Corinthians and West Ham, and then they both made moves. They both went on loan. So Mascherano went on loan to Liverpool, and then Tevez went on loan to, I guess, United, where they ended up buying him, or no?
Yeah, I think so. Well, he left after 09 to City.
I didn't realize he was only there 2 years. Well, listen, you're learning new stuff with us. If you're listening to this pod, you're learning new stuff, and it's a lot of fun. But back to Jhon. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's jump into a quick midweek recap. There's not too much here. Carabao Cup, so Arsenal beat Chelsea, City smashed Newcastle. The final is going to be Arsenal versus City. I'm just going to toss it to you, Pooch. How you feeling?
I feel good. The Arsenal game, so like I said, couldn't watch the first half because of meetings, but I was able to follow along to the first half in a way and then watch the second half.
Okay.
It was one of those games. I mean, I told you what it was going to be in the preview last week.
Dude, you guys were trying to waste time with 50 minutes into the game.
15-second clip can be taken out of context in so many ways.
Nah. See now you're doing the whole like real news fake. I saw what I saw.
Okay, fair. Also at the same time though, like when Chelsea's playing 5 in the back and not really attacking, like does that matter too?
Wait, so now you're anti-Haram ball?
No, I love Haram ball. I'm just saying when you're down a goal, I don't think you should be playing Haram ball in the second half of a game. I
agree with you. I never play Haram ball.
Like at halftime, I would have made the switch to Palmer and Estevao.
Well, Palmer's homesick, so he's not.
Palmer's nuts.
But, Palmer's out.
Palmer's out.
Palmer's
gone.
Is he going back to City or is he going to United?
I would put my money on United putting up more money than City would want. Like I think, I think United would be desperate beyond belief, and they'd sit there and they'd put in a £50 million bid. Then City would come by, put in 60, and then United will be like, "We'll throw you 100." Like, and City will be like, "We don't want to spend."
Well,
that.
Right, especially on a player that you're like. I mean, don't get me wrong, any team can kind of use Palmer, right? Like top player.
Yeah, I mean, I would take him at Arsenal, like. But like it would never happen.
No, would you?
No. But like to
yeah, that's brave. Wow, that's a take.
No, it's just to your point. It's just to your point that any team would like.
I wouldn't take him at Barca.
Would take him.
We don't need him.
But back to the game itself, I understand what they were doing in the first half by employing the 5 in the back, but it's like Arsenal aren't trying to attack. Like in the second half, it's like. Okay, now like you survived that 45, now go get your goal. And worst case, if you get your goal or even 2 goals, then you can sit there and be like, we have enough defenders to throw on another one, take off an attacker and go back to the 5 in the back. Like, so I just didn't understand why they waited so long. And like, they didn't really offer anything to me in terms of making me feel nervous. I would say the only nervousment I felt was like 85th minute on.
Nervousment.
Is that even a word? Probably not. Okay.
The fact that Owen's laughing, it's not a word.
Nervousness. The only nervousness I felt was like 85th minute on, where I was sitting there and I was like, I could see us like screwing ourselves here by like Kepa dropping a ball and like whoever João Pedro or Esteval just toe poking it in,
pouncing on it.
And like we've played decent this entire game, but like it's one of those games where like you're in a final, like however you got there, like doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And people forget like we killed them in the first leg. It probably should have been 5. Yeah, it should have. Like we won 3-2, but like it's one of those where on paper it's 3-2, but if you watch the game, it was like a 4-1, 5-1. It should like we were just so dominant. So it is like XG? Don't care.
Fair enough. Hey, fair enough. That's a real, like, you know, the meme where it's like game's gone, all that, or like utter woke nonsense. Like that's you just did that, except like you didn't. Yeah, whatever. Verbal meme.
Yeah.
We're having a good one tonight. I'm enjoying this.
City Newcastle. So I didn't watch this one, but I followed along like on FOTMob.
I turned it off after 28 minutes.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the Arsenal Chelsea. I watched City Newcastle because I think it was, I don't know. Oh, well, they were on different days. And I remember I turned it on. I was like, all right, like, let me watch a little ball. And this should be a good game, whatever. And then, I mean, City were just all over them.
So we had this discussion with a few of our friends off the podcast.
Yep.
And I don't want to get into that discussion.
Okay.
But the base of that discussion was I said at the end of it that the only reason that Newcastle are even remotely good this year is because of Tonali and Bruno G.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Bruno G didn't play. I also said the attack and the defense of it's like a hamburger, where when you're eating a hamburger, what's the best part of a hamburger?
The beef patty. I'm not saying the meat.
No, I didn't want you to. I would have said pause.
Thank you.
The beef in the middle is the best part. That is the Newcastle team in the best analogy I could think of, because their midfield is world class, but their attack is buns and their defense is buns. Like, and watch it. I didn't watch that game, but I've watched enough Newcastle this year.
Yeah, you love Newcastle.
To know that was going to happen. So I want to hear your thoughts on the Newcastle attack and defense.
Well, I turned the game off after. Yeah, I turned off the game after 28 minutes.
The first 28 minutes, then.
Yeah, I mean, City were just all over them. Like all over them. Newcastle had no shot. I mean, Anthony Gordon, he was kind of like trying to do something, but you're right. There's nothing. I mean.
They have players on both
100%.
offense and defense.
Yes.
It's not that they're bad; they're just playing bad this year. And I also think, in the back of my head, Eddie Howe has one foot out the door because he knows this is probably going to blow up in his face this upcoming summer, because a lot of the top players are going to want to leave. And I think he has one foot out the door to the England job.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, this is something that we'll get into as we get, towards the end of the season, like where managers we think and this and that. But that's like, I don't say a bold, like that's like one of my most locked in is Tuchel's. He's only there for the England job for 1 year. He doesn't even really care that much.
No,
he's going to coach them through. Listen, I think England will do well at the World Cup. They're going to line up. I'm just kidding. Owen hates when we start doing our lineups. Yeah, I think Eddie Howe, and I do think he'll do a good job with that team.
Oh yeah,
I think he'll do really well with the England team.
I actually think, for as much shit as I have given Eddie Howe off the pod and then on the pod, I do think he is a good manager.
Yep.
I think though he would be probably better suited with better like he's one of those managers where it's like it's gone stale at Newcastle.
Yeah.
Like the same thing happened with Bournemouth, where like he did really good and then it went stale after a few years of them in the Prem and he got fired.
Yeah.
The same thing is happening at Newcastle, where I think some of those players just need a new voice in the locker room. I also hate Jason Tyndall, so that is another thing. So
yeah, I mean, just looking at this Newcastle team, and by the way, Tonali did play. Bruno G didn't play because he had.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I
think
you said they both.
Publiagia.
Yeah. Oh, did he really?
No.
Oh, that is also. I was trying to explain that to my father. We were watching the Bilbao game, and maybe it was Bilbao at the midweek. Yes.
Yeah, because it was Copa del Rey.
Nice. Well done, Pooch. And so that game was actually really fun.
Yeah.
Nico Williams comes on and gives an assist to his brother. But my dad was like, wait, why isn't Nico Williams starting? And I'm like, oh,
Publiagia.
I was like, this Publiagia stuff. He's like, what the hell is that? And I was like, I mean, I looked it up because Publiagia is just a Spanish word, by the way. It's not like a Publiagia.
It's like caliente.
It's a sports hernia. That was good Spanish. It's just for those that don't know, it's just a sports hernia, but typically I've seen these guys, it's like in their groin or their lower abdomen. So it's become this like, oh, Publi, that's all it is. It's just weird. Like, I think Palmer has it.
Mm-hmm.
Lamine has it.
Mhm.
Nico has it. And I'm just confused. Like, this was never a thing, or maybe it just wasn't as big a deal. But like, why is this like a new? I don't know. That's a deep dive. We'll do one episode.
Yeah,
we'll dive into Publigia.
I-
These guys, Publigia.
With that deep dive, I need to see if Palmer and Nico Williams have hung out with any midgets on islands recently.
You can't use that word.
Midgets or islands?
Midget. No, islands are fine. Midgets.
Small
Short,
people.
Little people.
Even dicey.
Yeah, islands are
Okay.
dicey.
Okay, we'll move on from that then. For the final,
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, wait. Let's go back to Jhon Duran. So he doesn't have Publigia. We need, real quick before we get to the final, the one thing I would say about this Newcastle team, just looking at like Voltmade, really good since he's come on.
he hasn't. Look at his stats.
No, but I'm just saying like
He has
XG right now. Let me. I don't have his.
no, just like his basic stats of like goal contributions. Like
Did he not start this season hot? I mean,
he started the season hot, but he's significantly cooled off, and he has not performed well in the recent months.
mhm.
He really, once again, a really good player. Just I think it
Yeah.
goes towards the.
9 goal contributions, 21 games isn't great, but it's not the worst.
It's not the worst, but like look at his recent games.
No, I know he's done nothing. Yeah, he's getting like 5s and 6s on Fat Mob. Oh my, yeah,
Yeah, like so that's what I'm saying is like they don't have a bad team.
yeah,
It's just nobody's playing well at the same time. Like
correct.
it's sort of like one of those things where it's like I'm sure like Tottenham is a really good team too.
Thank you.
Where it's like, but like if you
Thanks.
guys even had like 50% of your players playing well together,
Right.
you guys would be higher in the table.
Correct.
All of that stuff. It's the same thing with Newcastle, where it's like if they just had 50% of their players playing together well right now, like
Yeah.
they would be doing far better.
I'd also say though, like this back line, and don't get me wrong, like Sven Botman back in the day, baller. Dan Burn, I know, iconic, whatever, but like there needs to be some upgrades here. This back line is not good.
Malik Tiaw's decent.
Yeah.
Botman is decent, but he's injury prone.
Right.
And
then
then
you have Rams up
Burn
between
is
the
there.
sticks.
But
Oh, no, you have Nick Pope as I guess he didn't play this game. Yeah, he was on the bench.
But
Okay.
like even like look at their injuries. Like that's a big thing too.
Bruno, I don't know who Emil Kraft.
He's like
is.
a backup center back.
Yeah, Fabian
fullback.
Schär, who, but like this is
He's a starting international for a Swiss team that consistently makes deep runs in
don't get me
tournaments.
wrong. These players are not bad players. I'm not saying like they have bums. My point though is for this Newcastle team to take like the next step. Like I'm comfortable with Voltmata being my striker. I'm comfortable
Yeah.
with Anthony Gordon being my left wing. Joe Willock's okay, right? And like you have Harvey Barnes too, and Anthony. Like I think you have decent players here. I guess my point is if we were to do like a career mode, like the first thing I do is like we need to get a world class center back. Like that's something I would look to do. Like you need a world class center back. I think you could. Well, I keep saying you're gonna upgrade. Obviously, you have Nick Pope, so you like.
But they're in a tough position where it is like okay, like we need to upgrade. We want a world class center back.
Yeah.
But you have to put players on such high wages.
Yeah, 100%.
To come there because they're not a champ. Like I know they're in Champions League right now, but they're not going to make Champions League
airport.
next year. And the
And
airport.
the
I didn't want to bring up the airport because I brought up the airport way too many times. But that's another thing. So yeah, I just think they're in a weird. They're like in an influx position right now, Newcastle, and I hope that people continue to watch them and analyze them because I do think one thing you'll see if you watch them consistently, you'll see Sandro Tonali, one of the best all-around midfielders in the world, Bruno G, one of the best all-around midfielders in the world, and that is the two people that are holding this team together.
I'd agree with that though, and I mean Bruno G, I should say, is. Because obviously the other Bruno, but he's terrific. And I agree, Tonali's terrific too. Tonali obviously had a tough start there. That whole way he made his move was just weird. I think everyone could agree with that. I agree with you. And I mean, we obviously saw the rumors between Tonali and Arsenal. I could see him making a move like that. And him next to Zubimendi would probably be sick. But, just looking at this game, I turned it off early. But my point is, say Eddie Howe decides to stay. Right, and say the England job doesn't come available. I don't know. Tuchel wins the World Cup.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm chilling here. I have a lifetime deal essentially. Like you have to upgrade this back line for sure if you're trying to push for anything, and you probably need like I don't know, maybe another attacking midfield. Like
think about it.
You also have
this way,
Kieran
though.
Trippier run, and he actually had a good game, and he's a decent. I mean, I love Trippier. He's a good player, but like you have Lewis Hall, left back or left wing back, like good play. You know what I mean? Like you have Livramento, so you have good players here, but it's like you can't just this team is 7th, 6th, 7th in the Prem. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know Owen's looking at us, the youngster. In
But
the Prem, but like
so-
you're not going to push for a title.
And
or
that's
anything.
the issue with them right now
Yeah.
is that's the team that they have. But then we also mentioned like Tonali's probably gone. Anthony Gordon's probably gone. I know big teams have been looking, like a Liverpool have been
It just
looking at
depends.
him. So it is like Tino Livramento City have been on.
Yeah, I
So
could
it
see him
is
going there.
it is like one of those things where it's like these players, they're entering, like a lot of them, their core is entering the prime of their career. Do you want to consistently be on a flip-flopping Newcastle
No,
team
of
where
course
it's like
not.
Champions League
Yeah.
10th, Champions League 10th, or do
Yeah.
you want to consistently be pushing for titles? It's like the Declan Rice type of move where it's like West Ham wins the Conference League,
yeah.
but they're consistently like Europe, not Europe, not
Well,
Europe.
yeah. I mean, they're
And then
also
he ends up
yeah.
moving because he's like, I want to be, if I want to be the best, I have to be in the best teams. So it is like for these players, like, what type of career do you want to have?
Yeah.
So I think their whole situation is really interesting if you're into that. So.
Let's wrap this up. Let's
Yeah.
talk real quick. Just tell me final. I mean, we got when's the final? Is that
March
like
22nd?
okay? So
We
what do
have
we?
time.
Yeah, we have a little time, but give me a quick like right now, and maybe we'll revisit this in a couple of weeks because things could change quick. What is our thoughts for the final? Are we scared of City? Because City's going to get healthy too by then.
Yeah, I would say there's always a scariness about City
Of course.
because of what they've done, and that's more of a respect thing. Although I
this guy.
think if we situate ourselves where we're like, if Arsenal continues to remain healthy and they have their full roster available, I think we can go out there and get a win against them.
Yeah.
I know that they're going to be definitely without Mark Gahey, which Pep was crying about, but like the rules are the rules. The fact that they wanted to change that for just this game so Gahey could play.
They should have. They should have.
They should have, but they also changed them last year. So
change again. Change is good.
Can't change it in the middle of a tournament.
All right, Pooch. No problem. Hot on, Pooch.
But I definitely think it'll be a good game, tactical game. I do think it'll be interesting to see the pressure that the Arsenal players are under, because these City players, for the majority of them, are like have winning experience, and that's the one thing that has been haunting Arsenal the past years, and kind of that mentality thing that a lot of people talk about. I do feel like maybe we've turned a corner, but also at the same time, like City will be comfortable from minute one in this
100%.
game in terms of the mentality of it. Arsenal, I don't think will be. I think they'll be nervous.
I think Arsenal also, like, this is going to be a test for Arteta. And I say that because, you know, obviously the way they played in the league this year, winning, but I would also say maybe attacking wise a little underwhelming, right? I think that's fair, or no? This will be like, you have like probably the most attacking team in the Prem, and a team that wants the ball, and a team that's going to, you know what I mean? Like with Haaland, all those guys going against the best defensive team in the league. So it's almost like a Pep, like Jose Mourinho type of vibe, which I know I'm not, Arteta's not Jose.
No,
but like a very, very solid back line going against like a top attack, and that'll be really fun.
The only caveat that I will bring up is the only time that we've played them. Thank you. The only time that we've played them this year, they played the lowest block we've seen against them. Now, with that being said, they also were a man down for like half the game, I want to say. But the first half of the game, they scored a really quick goal and then just continued like to stay in that low block, even with 11 players. So I don't know what Pep's thinking, because that did technically work against us. However, the only issue is they're not used to playing in a low block. And it did look like they were under pressure for about 60 minutes in that game. And then they finally cracked, albeit in like the 93rd or 94th minute.
They played down a man?
I thought they did. Maybe they didn't. Okay.
They didn't. I mean, Bernardo Silva had a yellow. Pep got a yellow. Yeah, no one.
Okay, perfect. So that backs my point up even more.
Yeah, and the subs, like, it wasn't like they were like had an injury and they couldn't sub. So
yeah, so that backs up my point even more, that like they played statistically the lowest block against us that we've seen throughout any competition that we've played this year. And
it was actually, outside of possession, this might be one of the most even games I've ever seen in my life. And Pooch, close yours. The XG was Arsenal 0.89 to City's 0.87. Arsenal had a lot more shots. They had 12. But shots on target were the same. Big chances were the same. Big chances missed were the same. Obviously, it was 1-1. You guys obviously held more possession, so you completed like almost 300 passes more. And then it's funny because you guys had almost the exact same fouls committed, but Arsenal had 11 corners to City's 1.
Because we were playing in their final third. The last thing I want to mention on this game, and obviously we'll talk more about it when it comes up, but in that game in particular, the thing, and I think in a game as even as this, whether it's on paper or actually playing on the pitch, it comes down to game changers.
Yeah.
And I think in that matchup, you saw City's best game changer and Arsenal's best game changer go at it. City's best game changer, Haaland. He can change the game on the dime. Arsenal's best game changer, Eze. Eze gave the assist to Martinelli in the dying moments of that game. He is, without a doubt, our kind of, like, I don't want to say madman, but like a guy that he's not an Odegaard would never shoot outside the 18.
Right.
Eze,
he brings a little bit of chaos.
He'll bring a little bit of chaos. Like he'll play a ball over the top to Martinelli like he did in that game. You need that take a 25-yard shot out of nowhere, like just trying something like
Jhon Duran.
Jhon Duran.
That's a chaos man.
Chaos merchant. But yeah, that was my final, like in a game as even as this, the game changers are going to be the ones that you need to step up, and it's whose best game changer can make the difference.
That'll be a fun game. Obviously, hopefully both teams are like fully fit and ready to go. But yeah, I guess we'll see. We will see. Let's move it on here then. Real quick. I mean, there was some, like I said, like Bilbao won in the dying minutes. In the Copa del Rey, Barca took care of Albacete. Like we don't have to get. There was nothing too crazy. And then, by the way, Juventus. I was watching them. They absolutely ran over. Who do they play? Bologna. They are looking good, Juventus, which the past couple of years they have not looked, or maybe a year or two, I should say. Yeah, I mean, and Weston McKennie, man, Spalletti's got him playing like almost like a false 9 type. But I don't know, it's fun. All right, let's jump into the weekend preview then. Premier League here, we got United versus Spurs. You know what's going to happen, right? Everyone wants this guy to cut his hair. I'm kind of want him to cut his hair just because, like, I'm a little sick of it. Like,
keep it. I want to see 5 years from now this guy have, like, you can't even see his eye. He's like one of those dogs where if you don't cut their hair, you can't see their eyes.
Owen could kind of get like that. Owen, wait for content.
Do Spurs?
Oh, what? That you kind of that you have like hair that we could like pull like that guy. Yeah. All right. What are your Valentine's Day plans? Okay, understandable. Hey, we love a working couple. Pooch, what about you?
Probably building furniture.
Yeah, Pooch just got a big money move to Morristown, New Jersey.
Stop putting out my location. I'm going to get all the fans on me.
Yeah, hey man, Valentine's Day, we don't mind that.
That's true.
Get you some fans on you. All 7 dudes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's jump into this. United versus Spurs. Spurs are going to ruin this for this guy. I'm just telling you that right now because we're going to win this game, and then I don't know who we have next. But we're going to lose that game badly. Probably Liverpool. Bournemouth versus Villa. I put that on. I feel like that's going to be a good game.
Yeah, it should.
I think Villa wins it, but I also think
is it at Bournemouth?
Yeah.
Bournemouth wins it.
Okay. Junior Cropey.
It's tough. It's a tough place to go. The south shore of England is a tough place to go. Especially all the way up from Birmingham.
All right. I honestly like that shout, but that's why I put this here. Arsenal versus Sunderland.
Lick back.
Should I take Sunderland?
It's a lick back game.
Oh, should I take Sunderland? You know, I don't feel it in my heart, so I'm not going to do it. Every time I've predicted an Arsenal loss, I've actually felt it in my heart. I don't feel it here. Wolves versus Chelsea. Wolves. Give me Wolves. I feel that in my heart.
Wolves are so dog.
Give me that.
Wolves are
they like just sold like 2 of their best players.
Yeah, Wolves are so dog.
Dude, best tweet I saw was like I guess in the winter window, I don't know how many of these moves they completed, but they started signing like championship players. And they're doing the smartest thing possible. They know they're out of the Prem. They're just going to sign I think they signed like Che Adams. Guys like that. And they're gonna put up like 150 point season in the championship.
They're gonna be nuts.
It's gonna be tough for Tottenham to go to Wolverhampton next year in the championship. Newcastle versus Brentford. That should be a good one too. But I don't know. This is a weird thing I'm talking about. Like, if this was a Champions League game, like, Newcastle run over them. But because it's Prem, I'm like, Brentford could. I mean, they're in good form, but.
They're in good form. I just think, once again, Newcastle is a tough play. Like, if this was at Brentford, I'd be like, Brentford, I think, wins it. But Newcastle, the fans there, they do get behind their team extremely well.
I'd love to go to St. James's Park.
Oh, yeah, same.
Liverpool versus City.
I did not even know this was happening this weekend, so that's awesome.
Yeah, this will be a good game. This is on Sunday. Give me City here. I honestly think Arne Slot gets fired by the end of the year, and then Xabi Alonso takes over.
Yeah, that wouldn't shock me.
And I don't say it because I don't think Liverpool are going to like miss Euro. Like, I just think it's going to be one of those things where the Liverpool board is going to look at. I mean, like Ekitike, like the players they have are terrific. Dominic Szoboszlai is having the best season of his career so far. Like, I just feel like they're going to be like, you know what? And also, don't forget, like they have Frimpong, right? Who, like, I feel like Xabi Alonso is going to take this team and just, you know, he's going to be one of those managers that comes in his first year and not necessarily like changes the game, but is going to make it where like they are like the Arsenal this year, where like everyone's trying to catch them.
And Liverpool does a great job of actually letting their managers like stay.
Yeah.
Like not letting the players dictate what happens.
Exactly.
And they actually have a mature guy like Van Dijk in the locker room who's a leader who will be like, get behind the manager. Like I'm sure right now he's doing the same thing with Slot, even though
well, they're both Dutch too, so that helps.
Okay, yeah. I thought you were calling Alonso Dutch.
No. He's Spaniard. Good hair though.
Shitty manager.
Yeah, Alonso's tough for me, man. I just like he's so class.
No. I was just joking.
No. I know, but I'm just saying, like in general, like I kind of want it. Like when he was at Bayer Leverkusen, I'm like, all right, I can fuck with him. But at the same time, like he's played for a lot of teams I don't like. Like Liverpool, I don't care about, but Bayern and Real Madrid.
Yeah.
But people don't know this. He's actually from Barcelona. He was born and his father was a Barcelona player.
Yeah, no, he grew up with Arteta. They played in the same youth academy team.
That makes sense.
Like not youth academy, youth team.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah,
so
they're
like,
actually really good friends.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
So, you know, I guess what's tough for me is like when people think like I hate Toni Kroos. I despise Toni Kroos. I think he's a terrific player. I hate him, but like that like class that comes with Toni Kroos, I don't see it. I see, you know what I'm trying to say? Like I can't get behind it. Xabi Alonso though, like the retirement post. Awesome.
Class.
Lived it, loved it, boots over the shoulder. I don't know if there would be a better one. Maybe Iniesta, like, you know, final match at the Camp Nou and that picture of him alone in the stadium on the ground.
Wait till we make millions upon millions of dollars through this podcast, and then suddenly one day I just retire.
Hang up the headphones?
Yeah.
Well, we've already agreed once I become like a famous scout or manager or something, like, this is yours. You're going to have to keep coming to my parents' basement and record.
Wait, I thought you said I could be your set piece coach.
No, you can.
So then I would have to retire too.
Owen is the prodigal son. You could be Archie Gray. You could be my resident Cuban.
Oh, you could make Cubanos.
Oh, that's a good life. Oh, what would you want to do at my club? Run social media? Yeah, you definitely don't want to do that.
My full-time job.
No, I mean,
that'd be a lot of fun.
This is your full-time job. We don't pay you.
The problem is, I have like a damn near full-time. I have like damn near full-time hours.
Dude, why don't you?
Owen, how about this, Owen? How about you take over set piece, and I'll become head kit man?
Yeah, I love that. Dude, low key. I mean,
kit man is probably, in my opinion, the best job in a football club.
Head kit man.
Yeah.
The assistant.
Yeah.
So you don't do as much, but here's the thing. Like, and I only have experience from the clubs I've worked at. The kit man, first off, he'd been there since like the start of the club. So like he has probably a little bit more aura than the others. They did a jersey reveal with him. Like the entire jersey reveal was him. But on top of it, like, yes, he of course still like oversees like, you know, washing the kids, like all like the non-glamorous jobs, but he's at practice. He's not obviously like leading anything. He's like overseeing setting it up, and like the players love him. Like he might as well be, I don't know, like,
yeah, you're like one of the boys. Like
you have all the positives of working within a football club, as in everyone loves you, you're part of it. You like when the team wins, like he's in all the big team pictures. Like when they win a derby, like he's in the picture in the locker room, like, yeah. But at the same time, like, oh, the gaffer gets sacked. It's not like, oh, I got to go pack my bag. It's like, all right, best of luck. And like you're the constant.
Yeah.
You know, there's a guy on Barca's bench. I've never figured out his name or what he does. He's an older man, but as long as I've watched Barca now, 25 years.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. He is literally always been on the sideline. I think I don't know what he does. It's like when there's a substitute, he like just stands up. I know, right? Like, I don't know what and all the players love him. You know, they dap him up. And again, he's like an older man. But yeah, that might be a dream job. Kit man, head kit man.
Yeah.
Lower kit man, not great.
No.
Do that.
No,
100%.
you would have to.
Dude, it's been tough. I've even applied to be like kit assistant, like essentially like I'll do anything internship. I can't even get those jobs. That's why I'm trying to
You
grow
have to
like a
have
little mohawk.
experience.
I did
Mm.
interview 22-year-old college graduate
Mm.
the other day.
What were they having you do?
It would be, to be honest, it's technically listed as a social media coordinator person.
Ah.
In the interview, they were talking about like I would pretty much do whatever I want. It's for a minor league baseball team,
Which one?
the Sussex County Miners.
Ooh, oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's go Miners, right?
Just tough.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, you got to start somewhere, right?
But applying to unpaid internships is if for someone with a bachelor's degree.
Yeah, I mean, we could get it. I could do a whole podcast.
I mean, what we honestly all should have done is just gone for like a like environment degree, and then used that to work on like the
groundskeeper.
Yeah,
There are. So when I was applying for colleges, like undergrad, so I was looking
Rutgers has one.
Yeah, well, I was applying for sports management, and a lot of schools like they call it sports management, but then you have to like really look into the curriculum. Clemson, for instance, I was like, oh, that'll be fun, like Clemson football. This was like 2018 too, so you got to think like this was in their prime. Yeah, T-Law. And then what do you think about Deshaun Watson? Okay, you brought it up. Ooh, melt Deshaun too. Yeah. I mean, that dude's God actually got him good. God really just said like your knees are shot, brother. But I remember I was like, oh, I'm gonna apply there, and then I like started looking into the degree, and it's like, yeah, this program's the #1 in the country for learning how to maintain a golf course, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna become like a sporting director doing that, but hey, you got to start somewhere. So I didn't end up doing. I think Penn State was similar. Didn't end up doing that, but I got to say, it must be sick that you just have like probably the best lawn at home.
Oh yeah.
I've become big on like. I don't know what it's called on I don't do TikTok on Instagram Reels, but like LawnTok apparently, where it's like usually middle-aged men like maintaining their front lawn.
Yeah,
dude, these guys are putting bluegrass in, like Kentucky bluegrass.
You ever put sod down?
No, but I've mulched.
It's a fantastic experience.
What is sod? Give me a 7
sod
seconds.
It's just grass, like, but it's like the pre-made grass. So like what you have to do is, if you're inputting sod into a lawn, normally the lawn's obviously pretty shitty anyway, but you need to turn up the lawn.
Yes.
So
okay, this is LawnTok. Yes.
Yeah, you need to like go into the lawn. You need to turn it up that way. Like it's now just basically dirt.
Yes.
That way, when you put the sod down, you have to like pat it down, but eventually what happens is you have like the roots in the sod.
Understandable.
So then when you press it down and you put it down, the roots should
go into the soil.
Are supposed to take hold.
Awesome.
And then like go into the dirt,
and then you just maintain it.
The best way I could describe it is sod is a hair transplant for your lawn. That's what it is.
Just about to do this with you. I was like, honestly, it makes sense why I like hair transplants too.
Yeah,
same vibes.
It's the same thing. The best is like looking at like before you do it and you're like, this is the shittiest lawn ever, and then you put the sod in, you're like, not only is this lawn good, I didn't recognize how nice this house is now. And then like you're cutting the sod around the trees, like on the sidewalk, like you get to cut it like with like
is this
knife.
like, have you ever been to down South Jersey, more south than you are, Tuckahoe Turf Farm?
Yeah.
It's like, that's what sod is.
Well, that's where they get all of the all of it from. Like for like actual professional, like
I think the Yankees.
Yeah, the Yankees. I don't know if the Union do or not, but essentially what they do is like they'll cut like the baseball like enough sod for the diamond,
and then they roll it out,
and then they roll it. They ship it up to Yankee Stadium and do that. Yeah,
I remember when we would go down there, I'd be like, someone told me that. It's like, oh, like I was like, what the hell is a turf farm, right? Like
I think they're using it for the World Cup for MetLife.
That's awesome. Makes sense. I mean, it's probably the closest you can get it. But I remember going down there and being like, what's the point? And whoever I was talking to was like, no, this is like the grass, like how these pro teams get it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to play on like professional like grass. No, they don't put you on that. They put you on like just the normal grass to the right of it, which still maintained nicely.
They at Tuckahoe, that grass, that section is used. That's why it's always constantly moving where you're playing there.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I only played there like one or two tournaments.
Yeah, like they do it in different sections. So like there's there's a whole like acre
Yeah.
to like the left where if you look when you were playing, like nobody's even touching it, like there's no games going on. That's because they're actually going to be using that. And
Yeah.
then the following year, if you go back, you're now playing on
the
those
left,
fields, and then the
because they're
ones
regrowing it. That makes sense.
Yeah. So
real quick story about Tucko. So for those that don't know, from where we are in Jersey right now, that's about a 2-hour drive down south. So when I played for my club team, we had a home and away jersey. And those tournaments, it's not like, oh, we're just wearing our home jersey all day, right? Like you may wear different ones. So what I used to do is my soccer bag was just filled with stuff like cleats, shin guards, all my extra stuff, whatever. So I used to carry like a second, like little drawstring bag with my jerseys. I also didn't want them to smell like my cleats and whatever from being in the bag all the time. So whatever, me and my
not manly of you.
Okay. Well, me and my dad, sorry that I have aura. I should have worn my leg sleeve back then.
Oh God.
But so we go down there, and this was the most classic. I get out, and we're about to take the field, right? And that's the other thing. I didn't warm up in my jersey because, again, aura. I'd warm up in like whatever shirt I had. I'd always wear like what I wore. I wore this like Nike compression like sleeveless shirt. I used to think I looked so sick. So I go over to my bag and I'm like, all right, great, let me throw on my jersey. Can't find them, and I'm like, and for a second I'm like, no way. And then I'm like, I got to go run to the car. So I go running to the car, and I'm usually someone pretty, like I leave my stuff out overnight. Like I'm a little overprepared. I'm a little psycho. I'm the type of guy that will be an hour into a car ride and start turning around and make sure I have everything again. Wasn't in there. I remember coming back, and my coach was Bosnian. This guy Elvier, great coach. He was actually the coach at Ryder, the goalkeeper coach. And I was his starting center back, and he's not really. Funny enough, I came in as like a cam or center mid, and then he had me like, oh, I'm gonna have you play as a little more of 6 because like you like Spanish football and you like can see the game a little bit better. So I need someone to control. I was like, no problem. And we had a couple of like speedsters up top. So he's like, I need someone in the back to kind of like be able to play on the ball. I'm like, great. Then both our starting center backs went down hurt. One of them was a really good center back and like type of kid that's like, how do you have chronic back issues at 16? And he had all these back. He's like, I need you to play center back. I actually put in a shift. We had the best defense in the state that year. I was a dog, but I remember him being like, come on, look in on the field. And I'm like, I don't have my jersey, coach. And he's like, what? I'm like, I don't have my jersey. He's like, what do you mean you don't have your jersey? And this isn't like, Dad, go run home. This is like, I just had my family drive down 2 hours. Thank God. So like the club we played for had different age groups. There was a kid on the younger age group, like the year below us, that they weren't playing at the same time. So actually, you know what? He was a goalkeeper. So he had the jerseys, but like he didn't wear them. He tossed me as I got it on, but that was fear. That was fear. But fun story about Tucko, I'll never forget. I also have a really horrible highlight from Tucko, last minute winner. I didn't score it. I gave the assist. Oh, no, I did score it. I did. I got an assist from our buddy Declan. All right, rest of the world. What do we got this weekend? I guess Liverpool City is the best game of the weekend, but this is a fun one. Nice versus Monaco. It's the French Riviera Derby. I was actually in Nice this summer, and I actually took a day trip to Monaco. Really cool Instagram post if you want to look at that. You ever been to the Monaco casino?
Nope.
Overrated, but of course, you dress up, you do it, the whole thing. Saw the yachts, started, did the whole...
Freaking not stirred.
Whoa, so that's the other thing. So you go down to Atlantic City, and we're off footy, but listen, you're not listening to this for the footy. You're not. You're listening to this for us.
I hope so.
I hope so. So we get into the casino, and my grandmother is, what's the word for this? She goes down to Atlantic City every weekend. So I go down, whatever. But when you gamble at these casinos in Atlantic City, you sit at a table and they bring you drinks for free. No, that's not in the Monaco casino. You have to go to the bar, which is fine. It's also very small, by the way. You have to pay to get in, and then it's very small. There's like one blackjack table, right? Like you have to go to the bar to buy a drink. So I mean, I'm not a martini guy. I'm not really a vodka guy at all. Anti-Russia, but I go to the bar and I'm like, all right, let me get the bond. They have it on the menu. It's like 25 euros for it. I did it. It was good, but let me tell you something. Rip off. Total rip off. Don't do it. Just like, I don't know, put a flask on you. But it was all right. It was cool. Yeah, Nice versus Monaco. Monaco is my club. I have a Monaco jersey upstairs on Sufati. But this will be a fun one. Nice versus Monaco. They're very close. They're very close. I mean, Monaco is in Nice, essentially. Pooch, any thoughts on that game?
French Riviera Derby.
Yep, I wrote that. Thank you for repeating that. And then we have PSG, Paris Saint-Germain versus Marseille. Your club, Marseille.
Yeah, I love Marseille.
Yeah, Owen and I are making faces. Owen, what was your French club? You ever come up with it or no? Owen didn't come up. That's okay. Do some quick research. You want to be on the Monaco bandwagon? Then we have Monaco.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm a fan of Monaco.
yeah,
I like that it's like not France.
yeah. It's like their
So,
it's like their own country. I don't remember what they called it. Yeah, I mean, so they have their own prince, which is kind of cool. Yes. So that's the other thing I saw. The hairpin turn. Yeah, whatever you call it. That's the correct word. Yeah, very nice. Listen, Monaco, awesome place to go. I'd recommend it for everyone listening. Only thing I'd say again is like, go to Nice, get your hotel in Nice, because you have like the beautiful, I don't think it's called.
Waterfront.
Well, yeah, exactly. The waterfront, which funny enough, they don't use sand, they use rocks. So
Hate
make
that.
sure you bring water shoes, because I didn't. And imagine just sitting on rocks. Not like Jersey Shore, like boulders, like little pebbles everywhere. You also, the water and the current are so hard. I had to pull an old lady out of the water. Swear to God, she couldn't stand up. What hero? And she was like, "Oh, you are so nice." And I was like, "All right, my girlfriend's right there. Relax." But that's before I lost. Now I'm down to 16 pounds now. Paris Saint-Germain versus Marseille. Who do we think wins, Pooch?
Marseille. Le Classique.
Is this their Le Classique?
That's what they call it. Yeah. La Classique Derby.
Well, maybe something we could get into is talk a little bit about derbies a little later.
Yeah.
Tier talk. And we'll talk about some of those. But yeah, should be some decent games. Honestly, we're American at the end of the day. The Super Bowl is going to be the highlight of Sunday, other than Liverpool City, which is luckily earlier in the day. But yeah, no, Pooch, Pooch is a Patriots fan. For those that don't know, he's wearing his Patriots hat. Give me 7 seconds. Patriots, Seahawks. What you guys need to win? Why? Give me your take.
Defense, secondary needs to step up.
Okay.
Offensively, we need to not have any turnovers.
Fair enough. Hey, turn over the ball.
Turn over the game.
Yes, sir. I like that. All right. So with that being in mind, let's jump. We are going to do a special segment. For those that don't know, we had AFCON for a while. We had the transfer portal. We had career mode. Now we're just back to real life. Now we're just back to talking ball. So we decided to do something a little American here, a little Super Bowl themed segment. Me and Pooch are going to do a draft of American football players, and we're going to put them in an 11. So the rules of this draft are we're both playing 4-3-3, yeah? Yeah, 4-3-3 and a coach. The players have to be active players. Yep. That's it. And it's a draft. Do you want to rock, paper, scissors, shoot? See who goes first?
No, you can go first. Snake, right?
No. If we're going to do snake, I want to rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, you get
second.
All right,
Second.
That's fine.
I defer.
All right. So if that's this is going to be so hard. Who's my first take? You know what? Don't look at my screen.
I'm not looking.
Cheater.
I can't even see anything.
Yeah. Give me at winger. Give me Tyreek Hill. I'm putting Tyreek Hill on the right side of the field. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So you know what? If that's the case, no Jay Jettas in this either. I don't know. He's barely playing too. They have the same amount of catches. Okay,
he counts. Don't let.
Oh, and you and I are like
you.
kind of like in lockstep with a lot of things. Don't do this to me. Doesn't matter his season sets. He's an active NFL player.
Yeah, that was the only criteria.
That was the only criteria.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Can I explain this? Pacey off the right and left-footed.
Okay.
Smart, right?
Yep. Can I go for my 2 picks now?
Of course.
For my 6, my central defensive midfielder, I'm going to go Drake May.
Okay.
Sees the game well. What's it called?
Completion accuracy.
No. His pass levels, I think they call it, or whatever. He could show the do the short, the intermediate, the long.
Okay. I like
extremely well. So I think he'd be the perfect 6. Defensively might be a bit lacking, but I'm viewing him as a Pirlo type of player.
Okay. Don't mind that. Boring too, like him.
Yeah. And then my goalkeeper, I feel like it's important.
Yeah.
Jay Jettas.
Okay. And
tall, rangy, grab the ball, great hands. We're playing out from the back, so I don't need him to kick the ball. I just need him to roll the ball or throw it. So
that being said, I'm putting this in for you right now.
Thanks.
You took goalie, so I don't have to take goalie for a little bit here. Where do I want to go next? All right, at left back, give me Tariq Woolen. 6'4",
Good.
4.26 speed, left-footed. I see this as my Nuno Mensch. He's obviously not that tall, but I feel like I like that. Oh, I get to go again.
Yeah.
Let me see. Don't look.
I'm looking at my own screen.
Okay. All right. Trying to figure out where I want to go with this. All right, you know what? I know where I'm going to go with this. At center back, give me Fred Warner.
Perfect.
Just a do-it-all. Gives me, I don't want to say Puyol vibes, but like kind of just like leader, physical. What's his height and weight? Is he undersized? I feel like that's like one of the things about Fred Warner is he's undersized. He's 229 at weight, so definitely not. I actually weigh less than him now because I lost 60 pounds. I'll tell you his height. 6. Oh, my days. And he's got good hair. Poochie.
Okay. I don't know where I really want to go with this.
There's like strictly soccer fans listening. Like, who the fuck are these people?
Yeah. I'll go.
Look it up, bozo.
Striker, JSN.
Interesting. So you're going like Julian Alvarez type striker, like smaller, pacey.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't mind that.
Yeah.
My team's gonna dominate yours.
And then at one of my center backs, I'm gonna go Jalen Hurts.
Interesting. Okay.
Strong bloke. Great aura.
I like the aura.
Yeah. That's basically all I had on Hurts.
I also forgot to mention this. Fred Warner, left-footed, so he's my left center back. All right.
Yeah, you went a little too far in deep than I went.
Oh, sorry that I really care about our podcast and our listeners. All right. At striker, give me Derrick Henry. Just give me a big. What is
Don't love that pick. I would have loved him at center back, but
well, that's your team.
No, I'm just saying. I didn't even have him as my 24. He's old.
6'3".
He's old.
He's fast. He's not a defensive player though.
He's old.
Pooch non-ball knower.
He's a winner too, right?
Best receiver in football in goal.
Yeah.
He's a winner too, right?
Don't let him.
He's a winner. He's a winner. Derrick Henry's a winner, man. Have him up top.
Should I start doing this with the Arsenal boys?
Have him up top.
Should I start doing this with the Arsenal boys?
Do it. I don't care. I'll agree with you.
Go on. I'm only picking.
You have another pick, by the way.
Oh, I forgot I get to go twice. All right. I'm trying to do this strategically because there's a couple of guys I think we're both going to go with, and that's why I want to make sure, like, you know what? I'm going to do it. Do I want to do this? Let me get my attack settled. Give me Lamar Jackson at left wing.
Oh, thank God. Okay. That's a great pick, but it's not who I had, so I was nervous you would have picked the person I had.
Okay.
Okay. My next two picks.
Fuck, Lamar Jackson's left-footed. Fuck. He can whip balls into the. Owen's loving these picks. I appreciate it.
On the right wing, I have Harrison Butker.
I like that. Explain.
He's super right with a lot of things, not only in life but in the game of football.
So you're just to be clear, you are supporting.
No, I'm not supporting him.
He's correct.
I think is insane because he's not even a top 20 kicker.
Nope.
So you're going
no pace.
Pace. I had to find a right winger, and I found the best one.
What about the Bosas?
They're good too, but I need an attacking player in my attack.
Okay.
I can't put a defensive player at right wing.
Tariq Woolen's going to eat Harrison Butker's lunch.
Wait till Harrison Butker gets a hold of him on that right wing.
He gonna do?
Yeah, what is he going to do, Pooch? Explain that.
I have zero clue. All I know is Harrison Butker's gonna talk to him.
Wait, just to be clear, he got nervous I was going to take that.
Yeah.
He got nervous I was going to make that pick.
Yeah. Yeah.
You literally just took, who'd they take? Was it Nelson Aguilar over Jay Jettas?
But I got Jay Jettas too.
Who's the other guy? Eagles wide receiver, this buck. Jalen Reagor,
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, congrats.
Okay, fine.
We're clapping in my...
He's my Jalen Reagor. I don't care. And then at left wing, I have my left winger is Caleb Williams.
Why's that?
He's just super leans towards the left when he plays.
See, now we're getting political. All right.
That's what makes it fun. It's a fun segment.
I guess politics is funny to you. I guess you have that privilege. All right. At the 6, I kind of fucked myself up here with this. You know what? At the 6, let me take. I did not put a lot of options. Give me Nick Bolton.
Wow.
No, not a good. I'm a ball knower, certifiably. Nick Bolton, Kansas City Chiefs, middle linebacker, makes that defense tick, and on top of that, just a madman.
Yeah, he's like your Gattuso.
Okay, yeah. Do I get another one? Yeah. Give me at my other center back. What do you have? You have your full top. Okay, we're kind of in the same spot.
I have my 6, 1 center back, and then a goalie.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out here. Trying to think who's pacey. Who's pacey for me to throw in the back? Because I have Fred Warner, who's quick, but maybe not the fastest guy. You know what? Let's go to right back. Let's go to Maxwell Hairston from the Bills. 4'2", 40, right-footed cornerback. He's going to clamp. Poocher up.
Okay. I will also go right back.
Here we go.
I'm going to go Cooper DeJean.
I don't mind that at all.
Yep.
He kind of gives left back, though. I'll let you.
Oh, I'm going left back next. Don't you worry.
Oh, wow. Okay. Let me see what I want to do here.
I will.
Go on.
Yeah. Left back, I'll take Riley Moss.
Okay. You want to explain that?
I just think he's really good in coverage. I think he's a lockdown safety. Sees the field well. Him and DeJean on the wings will help lock down whatever wingers you pick.
Okay.
So I think that's the big reason why.
Cool. Center back. He's a little bit on the lighter side, but I think this is where I get some of my speed and versatility. Give me Kyle Hamilton next to Fred Warner. Yeah, I love Owen is fucking with my team. Reliable player. I have a lot of pace in the back, but I also have a leader in Fred Warner to, man the line. He's 6'4", right? 6'4", and he plays like a box linebacker at times. I feel so bad for the people that do not watch football right now. Or
I don't. Screw them.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, this is an American sports podcast, a soccer podcast.
This is our podcast. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah, we only have like 20 listeners. I get a second pick or no? Yeah.
Yeah.
At Cam, I'm trying to think who I wanted. I have a couple of guys here I had an option for. There's a guy I was going to say, but Pooch is just going to make fun of me, so I'm not going to do that.
It's going to be Scatabo, isn't it?
No. Scatabo was in contention for my 6. I was going to make him N'Golo Kante type 6. At goalkeeper, this is going to be Anthony Richardson. 40-inch vertical, athletic, big, can jump out the building.
My only qualm with that is, are you a little nervous that he tore his retina as a goalie?
No.
Okay. No, I'm just put the question out there. I was just wondering. Okay. I'm going to go center back, my other center back first next to Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
And it will be big Trent Williams.
Okay. Can't move.
Have you seen him? He's fast as fuck for a big man.
You know what's funny is I was trying to
tall.
Yeah.
He's big, and he'll knock a motherfucker in his face.
So
if they act up.
Now that we both have our center back set, I was thinking at some point going offensive lineman, and
the Patriots center is like one of the smallest linemen in the league.
Bradbury, yeah.
Oh well, the other person I was thinking was Mailata. That dude can move too, or Penei Sewell.
Yeah, that's I wanted a big guy at center back.
Now that I kind of have I have height in my back line. Tariq Woolen's 6'4", Fred Warner I think is 6'3", Kyle Hamilton's 6'4", Maxwell Hairston's 5'10" or 11, but the speed bombing up and down the wings with him and Tyreek. Oh my, who's your left back? Riley Moss. Oh my days, no mamas.
I'm the best defense in the league. Okay,
wait, do you pick again or do I?
I pick again.
Do you?
Yeah, because I only picked once.
Okay.
I'm gonna go at the 8, Kenneth Walker.
Okay, not
shifty.
bad.
Yeah,
good job, Will.
Shifty. Has a motor, stamina, will run for days. And once again, he will run over somebody if he needs to. So I think he's the perfect 8.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, my center mid, we're on kind of the same wavelength here, at least with this. Give me Saquon.
Yeah.
All around
same
kind of vibe.
I didn't want to take too many Eagles. That's why he's
tried to
not
avoid
even
him.
in mine, because I was like, then everybody's going to think I'm a super big Eagle fan.
Yeah, I never want to take Saquon, but at some point you just got it, and obviously I see him like Bolton is not going to be a ball progressor. He's not going to knock the ball long. He's almost a purely defensive six, a destroyer per se. So that's where Saquon is going to be your Moussa Dembele, dribbling through the lines. He is attacking wise. He can move it. But all right, so and then I go again here. I have my Cam, and now this is where I got to think because I have a couple of options. I was thinking of going quarterback at the Cam, attacking minded player. The other person I'm thinking of going is Christian McCaffrey, versatile, smart guy, coach's best friend. But there's only one man for my Cam. I need a playmaker. I need somebody who is both mobile and accurate with the arm. What do you think I'm going to do? What's wrong with Jackson Dart?
Begging you not to say Jackson Dart.
Go Jackson Dart and your entire team that you just beat me
Well,
with.
wait. We're not going to get into Jackson Dart debate on this podcast. So here's what I'm going to do. I was going to pick Jackson Dart, but because of the fact that you both are going to jump me for that, and then I'm going to have to defend myself and probably kill you both, I'm going to choose Josh Allen.
I would have rather had the debate about Jackson Dart. Yeah, like he's going to lose. Thank you.
No matter what.
That's a bad pick.
He's
That's
my
probably
Jude Bellingham. So who would you pick? Sam Darnold?
No, he's the only guy with more turnovers than those guys.
I have a great answer.
I would
okay.
Starting like a CMC was honestly who I thought would be great.
As a Cam,
like Kyron Williams.
Okay, I can see that. Go ahead. Who would have you picked? Pooch.
For my Cam, I picked the modern day Messi, both in height and stature within the game, Kyler Murray.
So we're talking turnovers, and I got shit on here by these two. Okay. Thank God I didn't take Jackson Dart.
I had that one lined up, and then when he started going in about the turnovers, I was like, oh shit, I fucked up. What's crazy? I was like, that's the only Cam I thought of. I was like, that would be hilarious if I said Kyler Murray because Messi's small too. And I was like, I made that distinction.
Ooh,
he was
Justin Fields.
JJ, I wanted to put in this team so bad. I couldn't figure out a way to, though.
No, he could be the water boy.
JJ could probably also play the right wing.
Definitely.
That's true. I go next for my second one, right? Because the next one's the coach.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'll pick John Gruden.
No, active coach. He's not active, bozo.
He's active.
He is not active.
He's active. He just coached the Hula Bowl.
I really wish we put these videos on YouTube because I'm just looking into the camera.
He just coached the Hula Bowl. That's active to me.
Whatever, Pooch, you can have him. That's fine.
Thank God.
Wait, who's your Cam? Oh, you took
Kyler Murray.
yeah.
K9.
And so I just meet with my coach then.
Yeah.
I have a couple of options here.
Wait, hold on. You don't think Gruden would be a great coach for this team?
First off, I love John Gruden
because my team.
He was my dark horse
if I'm being honest,
head coach.
If I'm being honest, my team is mid to above average. John Gruden puts them in the Champions League semifinal.
Why didn't you choose Mike Rabel?
He was the second name on my list. If you fought back too hard on Gruden, I'm not gonna look.
Yeah, it's like Gruden Rabel.
Because I knew if I got too much pushback, you honestly probably could.
Rabel would be a great set.
Yeah.
All right, so let's finish this off. My head coach, and you've given me good options because I could go McVay,
John Harbaugh.
I could go Shanahan. I could go John Harbaugh, Andy Reid,
Fat Andy,
Ted Lasso,
Brian Flores.
Oh, Brian Flores. My defense is going to be ridiculous. We're going to be playing the most attacking defense. That being said, let me go well-rounded. Let me go something that I feel comfortable with. I'm not even making a joke. I'm so tough. McVay or Shanahan? Who do we go? Don't look. I'm not looking at Pooch.
If I was you, I would go McVay. Shanahan's a perennial loser.
Yeah, let's go McVay. McVay is going to do.
He's got good hair though.
That's
is it
the
good?
other thing. Gruden, terrible hair.
Porcupine, but some might think it's good.
You could always go with Duval.
Liam Cohen.
Yeah.
Liam Cohen. It's almost like Ethan Cohen. Both names are very Jewish. I'm not Jewish though.
But then,
His name's also not spelled the same.
but then the issue
my
might
full
be
name on this.
the issue might be when people are trying to give you praise, he's gonna just be taking it.
Yeah, I can't do
they're
that.
like, and like,
So what are we? We're the sporting director here putting together this team.
I was the owner,
Oh.
or sporting director. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go McVay. Because I need to win the graphic on socials. So that was it. That was our Super Bowl teams. In the comments when Owen posts this in 3 weeks, let us. It's going to be next year's Super Bowl. We're going to post it. Let us know. You know who we didn't take? Who I almost took at goalkeeper, but I felt like that would be so like soft. I was going to take Brandon Aubrey because he literally played goalkeeper in the MLS.
Yeah, I was thinking about taking him too, but then the idea of putting Harrison Bucker on the right wing just spoke to me too much to
wait.
I legitimately thought he
that.
was gonna do that for a second. I was like, it's gonna be so funny when I have Riley Moss and Cooper DeJean as my fullbacks, and Ethan has like, I don't know, like, Steven Gostowski. I don't even know if he still plays, but
Graham Goodnow. Also, Brandon Aubrey was actually a defender. I don't know why I thought he was a goalkeeper, but all right, that was fun. That being said, time to move into our next segment here. So this is a new segment. We're obviously Pooch just
no,
deleted.
you're good.
This is a new segment we're going to be doing here, where we are going to start just kind of ranking things. All right, that's
essentially
that's
what
kind of
is.
it. So good for socials, and if you're in the car, maybe you have different opinions. So yell at your car and make people think you have road rage. But for this one, we felt like let's start with something fun. Let's start with something kind of neutral. We are going to start with, what is it, derbies, right?
Yeah, rivalries,
derbies, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to give our top 10. Yeah, I mean, I think we'll start from 10, but let's be honest. Number 1, I think everyone has agreed is El Clasico. So that's not going to be a reveal. So if you don't hear it in this, that's just me saving everybody time. Yeah. Also, there's not going to be an Ethan podcast that does not have El Clasico. Low key, though, Madrid aren't really rivals anymore. We just put BTA.
We could discuss it when
we'll get there. All right. So Pooch, you did a lot of the research on this. I mean, I know all these rivalries.
Yeah.
Why don't you start here? We'll start from 10. There's no criteria. The 10 is
0.
legitimately top 10, like are just in the world.
We did a little bit of research.
Could be, Pooch versus XG. No, I'm just kidding. It has to be real rivals. But Pooch, start us off here. What are you thinking at 10?
I think at 10 we should go a rivalry that me and you know and Owen know super well, North London Derby. I think it's it's a top 10 derby or rivalry in the world, but the fans get into it, but not as much as the ones above it, if that makes sense. Like, you're not like weeks leading up to it, like being like the police need to like put a full lockdown on. Like, the rival fans aren't like they're allowed in the stadiums.
Correct.
So
I think let's also put like a quick ranking system here. So what do we base these on? Because obviously, right? Because like there are differences. So I think you kind of said it a little bit, right?
Yeah. So personally, for me, I think one of the hallmarks of a great rivalry is a nickname for the rivalry.
100%.
So, for example, Arsenal, North London Derby.
Yep.
Like that's a name. It's not just like, oh, it's the Arsenal Tottenham rivalry or derby.
Right. Well,
it's
even like
North
Spurs Chelsea is just Spurs Chelsea, and I, like maybe it's not I guess it's a London.
It's a rivalry game.
Right.
It's a London rivalry game, but
it
doesn't have a name attached.
Yeah.
So I think as we go through, you'll see that. I also think one thing that makes a rivalry great is the history of the rivalry. So two teams that have been battling forever.
Yes.
And the fans absolutely despise each other. A lot of these are games where even if the teams don't play in the same city, they still are extremely bitter rivals.
Yes.
Like something happened in the past that makes them.
I think a little politics or like you were about to say, history is going to add to it. So I'm agreeing with that. All right, let's move to number 9. We don't have to talk about everyone listening knows North London Derby and all that. When Arsenal decided to move to the north of London instead of staying in Woolwich. All right.
I think it's between 3 for the next one.
Can I give mine?
Yeah.
Of these 3 because you've highlighted them. I'm gonna go. I don't know how to say this. Schalke versus Dortmund. You know how to say this? Revier Derby.
Yeah, I think you got it.
I think so. Because here's the thing. I mean, in my eyes, right, and this is a game that maybe I don't tune into. it's obviously a good derby. It is, and I'm sure in Germany it's a big derby, but like this isn't. How's that? Maybe you put North London Derby over this, unless you have reasons why maybe not. But compared to the others, like this is still like a North London Derby in my eyes. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. You did a little bit more like deep dive on all these. I recognize all of them. So you give me. I don't know. Should we put North London Derby ahead of it or no?
No.
Oh.
I think Dortmund and Schalke have been one of the oldest rivalries in the sport.
Okay.
They're both representing the same region in Germany, which is a more industrial region.
Oh, I love
Once
that.
again, that kind of leads to that like working class. Like they both have a history of being working class. Like neither is like for the upper upper class. It's a very working class derby. They've been playing each other since 1925. And they're separated by 30 kilometers.
Oh,
I don't know what that represents in miles. I'm not going to look it up and I don't care.
Okay. I was about to do it for you. Good.
Yeah. So I think it is one of those like historic football rivalries. I think another kind of point of notice of this rivalry is obviously both teams have been legendary throughout like the Bundesliga.
Yeah. They both had their moments.
Schalke have fallen on tough times where they're kind of that team that's bouncing between the second division and the first division in Germany right now.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Dortmund is kind of that higher end. It, to me, feels like another rivalry that I think is going to be higher up in England that we'll get to, but it feels the same, but in Germany.
Sure. So let's move on to number 8 here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go off the 3 we obviously just listed. Give me the Basque Derby. This is Bilbao versus Sociedad. The reason why I'm going to do this is, number one, like both very passionate fan bases. They're both in the Basque region, as we mentioned. They obviously just played. I kind of like you said, I don't think this is the craziest rivalry on this planet, but this is one of those that if you tune in, you don't realize how much the teams hate each other, but you also don't realize how much like passion is between the fans. But in my understanding, like not like a ton of like just two teams in again kind of competing for the same region. Really awesome. Both teams have always been very successful in Spain. Bilbao is, I don't want to say the only team that hasn't been relegated. That might be, I don't know if that's true or not, but it's like they have a stat like that.
Yeah.
And obviously what they do with like the youth, how they only use like Basque players. Sociedad's a little bit similar in that, but I've told you over the years, I mean, last year, before you guys signed Zubamendi, I told you, Xavi Hernandez called Zubamendi on the phone and said, I want you to be my defensive midfielder for Barcelona, the heir to Busquets. And like these players in the Basque region do not grow up to play for Barcelona, Real Madrid. Like that's not their mentality. Their mentality is, I'm going to go and play for Bilbao. I'm going to go play for Sociedad in Spain is like La Real. Same way like Bilbao, like they don't really call it Bilbao there. They call it like Athletic Club. Right. So one of those like just super passionate two sides that really don't like each other. You have had players play on both sides, like Inigo Martinez played on both sides, but that's very rare as well. So I think that's a good one too. Any thoughts on that one? Or I think I covered that.
No, I think you covered it well.
Cool.
I do think you placed it in perfectly at 8.
Yeah. Give me 7.
Dockers Derby.
Okay.
So a lot of people might not know this, and if you do, congratulations, you know ball. Millwall versus West Ham. So this derby has basically been I would say, the best London derby historically.
Okay.
So it began in the late 19th century. So literally at the beginning of football in general, this might be the oldest derby. I don't know if that's a fact or not, but it might be.
Yeah.
So both teams, they were both based in East London.
Okay.
Millwall now has recently moved to Southeast London. But at the time they were both in East London. And both, not only their supporters, but their players were all dock workers.
Right.
That's why it's called the Dockers Derby.
Working on the River Thames.
Yep. So they all competed for the same job, basically. So that helped kind of ignite it. And it was also like in the 70s and 80s when hooliganism was big.
Yeah. Poop loves hooliganism. We could do a whole segment on that. Yeah. We watched a documentary this weekend on that.
Yeah, we did. But in the 70s and 80s when hooligan was really rampant in England, this matchup was often like the vocal point of that, where like the government would be like, this is like, watch out for these two. But because Millwall's been on such a decline, and then what's it called? West Ham have been in the Premier League for so long, I don't think they've played for like a decade straight.
Oh, shit.
So
yeah, that makes sense.
It's another one of those where like if West Ham go down and Millwall stay down, like in the championship next year will be a nuts, like first
Yes.
time they're playing in so long.
There's a lot like that in England. I mean, I think maybe I haven't brought up on the pod, but like Pompey and was it Southampton? Like that's always a good one too. But like you said, there's something almost special about them not playing that often because obviously anytime two teams that hate each other don't play, like it's a big game. But like Millwall, well, yeah, and like you said, like the first movie that we watched was Green Street, which it's all about West Ham hooligans.
Yeah,
and then we watched just like an actual BBC like YouTube documentary. I guess it was like a segment. I don't know on I guess it was just a documentary on
it was a documentary on
like 90% of the dudes were from Millwall, and they were talking about how like they have the worst. I mean the chant. Nobody likes us.
We don't
care. Like that's Millwall. So that kind of tells you all you got to know.
Yeah. 6. Do you have out of the list we have remaining?
Yeah.
Are there one or two that catch your eye?
Yeah. So I mean, a couple of the foreign ones, like I feel like got to be high up, just from what I've seen.
Yeah.
So and when I say foreign, I mean they're all foreign to us, but I feel like Tineware is at 6 here. I don't know what you think there.
I think that's a good spot for it.
Yeah. I just think some of the other ones that we're gonna say, or should we do Le Classique? Those are the two in between.
No, I think Tineware here, and
it's probably so. Why would we put Tineware in front of Dockers? Let's talk that real quick, because in my eyes, the reason I have Tineware is because these two teams play more frequently. Which I know I just said that as an example for why the last one was a great derby, but I also do think there is something when you play so many times that like the players actually hate each other. Like Millwall and West Ham players right now will not hate each other.
Well,
the fans will.
Yeah.
But like me, again,
no, that's a good point.
Something me and my dad were talking about with El Clasico the past couple of years is because you've had all these aging players that have gone to battle for the past 10 years getting out of the teams. Like Camavinga did not grow up hating Barcelona.
No.
Right? And like, yes, like with Barca, you have a lot of like La Masia kids that do, but it's like you're starting to now get like these guys that are fixtures in the team that maybe come from abroad that now do start to hate each other because they actually hate each other. Not just like, oh, I'm not supposed to like that team. And I think that's something that's important.
Yeah.
You have to actually like have players that don't like each other, because if they're high-fiving after the game, you're like,
what are we doing here?
I just threw a bottle at a guy from the other club and you just dapped up like their best player.
Yeah. I would say, what's the big thing in real estate? What do you want?
Estate.
Location.
Location. Yeah.
That's the big difference.
God.
Why I could, like, this is me probably making my case for Dockers right here. Is the location for Dockers is so close, and they've been like the fans, and when it started, the players were all fighting for the same jobs, the same houses, like everything.
We have more than 10 options you gave me.
Yeah, I know. I did that on purpose. I wanted us to have extra options.
Oh, I would have gotten rid of Tineware then. I thought I had to put them in somewhere.
No.
Oh, get them out of here.
Oh, I think we should keep them.
So get rid of the Basque Derby then.
You don't like the Basque Derby?
I do, but like we're going to miss out on some of these big ones.
Nah, I think we got to rock with what we have.
All right.
The only difference I'd make, and now I'm thinking about making a case for Dockers over Tineware.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I did my best to make a case, but at the end of the day, I didn't believe it, which is usually a problem. Okay, we switched that. Dockers over Tineware. Poor Owen's got to fix that now on his little graphic. What are you playing over there? Candy Crush? He's on Twitter. Okay, good. He's getting us real. Thank you, Owen. If you see breaking news, let me know. Miles Garrett. Wait. Who won Offensive Rookie of the Year?
It doesn't want me out and crying.
Okay. Let's finish this quickly.
Number 5. I think we have to have at least one Italian one in here.
Yeah. I mean,
I think the one I'm going to choose is Derby della Madonna.
Okay.
AC Milan versus Inter Milan. There have been so many insane moments from this derby in Italy. I mean, a recent one that I can think of was Lukaku and Abramovich calling each other shit on the field, and Abramovich saying, "Go do your voodoo shit," like to Lukaku. Just insane that was even like caught. Like,
you say Abramovich? You mean Ibrahimovic?
Ibrahimovic, sorry.
I was like, That's who's Abram? Okay,
Yeah, you know I'm not a words guy.
it's like a legend of the game.
Yeah.
People
but like
people whose first episode this is like, wow, they're talking American football, and they're now calling a legend of the game a horrible owner. Go on.
but there's also that famous photo of the flares going up, and then the Inter and AC
sharing
Milan
the
players.
stadium too.
Like yeah, exactly.
That's probably the
They're
biggest.
both in the same city. Like I do think this is the number one. They're both probably the most historic, besides Juve.
No, but I'd say these two. Yeah, these two are probably the most historic.
They're two out of the top
consistently.
3 most historic.
I
So
gotta do a deep dive on Italian football because, like, obviously I know AC Milan, I know Inter, I know a lot of these teams' history, but like,
wait till we have to watch the doc on ESPN regarding the old AC Milan owner.
is this like the scandal? Yeah. I think I've seen
he was
this.
also the president of Italy at the time he owned AC Milan, so that was also part of the scandal.
like the country.
Yeah,
I didn't even know they had a
he
president.
was the prime minister. Sorry,
Okay,
prime
thank
minister.
you.
Okay.
All right,
number 4. So this is going to be tough. We're going to leave out some good ones.
I'm leaving out that right now.
Yeah, I think you also there's one. So I think I can give away this honorable mention.
Yeah.
This is not necessary. This is not number 4, but I think this should be an honorable mention. The Derby of the Eternal Enemies, Olympiacos, Panathinaikos.
Nice. Spelled that. Yes. You're welcome for me respelling that for you.
Thank you.
You're about to say Parathin.
Yeah. So this one's cool because it has a sick name for the Derby.
Yep.
The only reason I wouldn't put it above any of the other ones is because I view this as a bigger derby than just football. These two have historically good European basketball teams.
I've seen those videos.
Those I think those get more lit than the soccer game. Like I have never really I'm sure I've seen videos of this derby.
Yep.
For soccer, but it's not like it captures my attention like the basketball ones
I agree.
do. So I view it more of like these two fans hate each other in every single sport that they could imagine. So that's why I would put that as an honorable mention. At number 5, I would probably put PSG versus Marseille.
You mean number 4?
Number 4, sorry, not PSG Marseille. Intercontinental Derby. Galatasaray Fenerbahce. I think this one is great because I think I forget if I told you on the pod or
we do this way too much. We got to stop talking to each other off the pod.
But no, it was off because we were watching the Hooligan show.
Yes.
And so basically, I did a deep dive on this rivalry like a week ago.
Yeah.
The main difference, because when you think of these two teams, you just sit there and you're like, oh, both Istanbul. The main difference and why it's called the Intercontinental Derby is because Galatasaray play on the European side of Istanbul, Fenerbahce play on the Asian side of Istanbul. So it not only goes to the sick name of the Intercontinental Derby, but also leads to that rivalry of maybe different
viewpoints,
cultures, like viewpoints, like all of that. And it's just an insane rivalry. Also found out that when away fans travel there from like out of the country, they get told to stay in the opposite team's section, like continent, like section of Istanbul.
Villa just went to Fenerbahce and they told you to stay on the European side with Gala fans.
Yes,
is that correct?
Yeah, and then during the same week, Atletico Madrid was playing Galatasaray, and they were all staying at the Fenerbahce side because they were told that would be safer for them. So it is very interesting.
So Galatasaray, why did they have all those buses?
They had all of the buses because they were nervous about or you mean Fenerbahce?
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh.
I was doing the whole Leeds thing. Remember? You're bad. Where we make fun of you because Chelsea and Arsenal.
I mean, I watched
together.
the video, so I was willing to give my
we know
expertise.
We already spoke about it.
Okay,
just messing with
I just didn't know if the people wanted to.
Number 3.
Okay.
Number 3 and number 2 were really close when I did this, but number 2 I think is the only thing that even could rival a Clásico, and number 3 though is obviously the Old Firm. Celtic versus Rangers. You had to know that this big 3 was going to be what they are.
Yeah.
Old Firm, I mean, you have the religion background, right? The Protestants versus the Catholics. You have 2 teams that pretty much dominate their country. Very like Barcelona, Real Madrid-esque, where you have 2 teams that dominate the league and like these games mean that much. And players that genuinely hate each other, fans that hate a lot of deep shit. What's awesome about this one too is you get like probably the best hooliganism in the sense of it. But it's funny, it's Scotland. It's not even in England. But you get all that. I mean, I've watched.
And once again, culture wars.
Yes.
Celtic is very Catholic well as.
Are they pro? No. They're pro Ireland.
They're pro
Rangers
Ireland.
are pro England.
Yes.
Great Britain.
So Celtic is very Catholic driven. Rangers Protestant driven. Celtic also stand on certain political sides, Rangers other political sides. So it's deeply entrenched to far beyond football.
Yes.
It's their way of life
100%.
is centered not only around their teams, but also where they sit in terms of the political status and stuff like that.
Imagine if we had a Dems versus Republicans derby, and it was New York, Cali. What's another big Dem state? Big though. Yeah, you could throw Jersey in there. I'm talking actual for instance New York is always blue, Cali's always blue. No, soccer, footy. It's an actual game. I mean, I'm not saying they're not going to win. I'm just saying I'm just trying to put
Cowboys Giants. They flip flops too much to.
No, I think they went red. That's one of those swing states. But that's a good question.
I think it's another one of those swing states.
I think it just depends a year. But so make it New York versus Cali, or New York and Cali combining, right? We'll just do the two biggest Dem states versus the two biggest Republican states, Texas and Florida. That would be a fucking game. That would be a game. We should do that. We should we should put that together. Oh my God.
Let me get on it.
Yeah, you know what? Low key, let's get on this. Owen, write that down. Let us know who you think will win. And I don't know, would you just give? Here's the thing, because no, populations are populations. The blue states typically have more population. So I was gonna say if you give each the Dems all the Democrat the states that are Democratic versus the Republicans, I was the Republicans have more states technically, electoral college for those that don't know. Yeah, no. Okay, this will be fun. We should put this together. That'd be kind of cool. Even if it's just a graphic. Maybe we could do where people are from. Well, no, because Pulisic is Jersey. And he's PA. Okay, so all right. Yeah, interesting. All right, let's move back to actual classics. That's fun. Maybe next election cycle when we're doing this in another 3 years. Good. Well, McKinney, I think is from Texas. I don't think he sides that way though.
Well, I know Bowl Seg.
Yeah.
Tim Ream definitely gives off Democrat vibes.
Where's he from?
I have zero clue. I'm just saying, when I see him, I sit there and I'm like, that's a Democratic guy.
What makes a Democratic man in your eyes?
Bun in his hair.
Yeah, okay.
Blonde.
Yeah, he's probably from
center
Seattle.
back.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, word.
Is that Missouri? Missouri's red. Why are you looking at me funny?
You didn't know where St. Louis was. It's the gateway to the West.
That's great.
Okay, number 2.
Yeah, this is the only thing I think that rivals El Clasico in the fact I can almost hear an argument for why it should be actually number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Boca versus River Plate. I mean, this is derby. El Clasico has probably become a little bit too just not too popular, but you know what I mean? It's
too Hollywood.
Exactly. The production, the best players in the world, which is awesome. But you
playing
have
in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, stuff. And on top of it, again, you have the best players in the world. Boca and River Plate, you're not going to the game unless you're from you're from Buenos Aires.
You're also not going to the game if you're a rival fan.
That exactly. So one of the best. You obviously see the Flares. I'd love to go to La Bombonera.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that stadium and just the way it's constructed is awesome. That being said, I'd also love to go see River Plate. What is theirs? Anyone know River Plate's? Is it La Monumental? Oh, you're Boca.
They got one of my favorite players currently playing, Leandro Paredes, on them. They also have one of my favorite players growing up that used to play for them. I think he played maybe 5 games for them, Daniele De Rossi.
I didn't know he played for them.
Yeah, he literally played 2 weeks, and then he said, I'm retiring.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, this, though, at the end of the day, so Boca's the working class team. Again, River was they call it the millionaire team. So, again, it is literally just 2 teams in the same city and working class versus the elite or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And again, these are 2 teams that kind of dominate Argentina. I mean, there's a third team in Argentina. Who's the third team? I feel like there's another team.
River, Boca,
Someone's screaming in their car.
Flamingo.
Do you want me to correct that, or you got it?
Nah, I'm joking. People.
I'll tell you right now. No, it really is just Boca. I mean, there's some other teams I recognize. Like I recognize Villis, Sarsfield. They usually have some good players. Oh, I forget that they have this like weird league system. Maybe I'm wrong. No, yeah, I guess I'm wrong. I mean, these are the two biggest teams. I mean, they're both not leading actually, and they do like the weird 2 league kind of.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, they like
Messi's old team is in dead last.
Old Boys.
No, yeah.
That's probably the team you're thinking of.
That's probably one of them. I see a couple.
Estudiantes.
That's another team I was thinking. Independiente. Central Rosario always has really good players. Yeah, long story short, though, they do dominate.
Racing Club.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably take Boca's side, honestly. I think.
Yeah.
What's that? Do we know what side Messi is on it? I mean, he's
Boca. I think. Well, honestly, if he's Newell's, I don't think he would go anywhere else. But also Maradona, wasn't he a Boca guy?
He was.
Yeah.
But
I just think Boca also has more aura. Like working class.
Yeah.
Has more aura.
I mean, I agree. I mean, we always are trying to fight the elites, right? Like that's kind of like the fun, the rebellion. I'm trying to figure out right now. This is live journalism. What team? I mean, again, all right, like this is. You're not going to be like a player for Bilbao and then be like, no, I root for Barca in the Clásico, though. You never say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless you have ties. Does Messi root for in Super Clásico?
What we should be really looking at is Antonella.
He's not there's nothing. He never really nothing. He's just a Newell's old boy fan.
Okay. Number 1, we discussed
El Clásico. I could go on a rant here.
Yeah, we can go on forever. Everybody should know El Clásico. I think the last thing I have regarding tier talk here, rivalries, is there a rivalry on this top 10 list that you think within the next 10 years could make a jump or a decline on the list that we have?
That's a good question, Pooch. It's tough because these are a lot of big ones. So it's like, how does like the Basque Derby get better? I guess both teams get better, but
better players, more intensity in terms of on the pitch. Like for example, a week ago, the player quote unquote slapped the other guy in the face, like something like that gets a rivalry heated.
Yeah, and
then it goes on and on, especially with teams where it is like we're not technically transferring in anybody for like in terms of Bilbao, like they have that transfer policy where it's like these guys are built in Bilbao, so like they know the guy slapping him, and then 5 years from now when they have like another Nico Will or another guy that plays on the Spanish national team, really good player, that guy remembers it, puts a hat trick on Sociedad's head, and then it's like then a rivalry kicks off like that where it is something
I think
like
the tough part is a lot of what we've talked about revolves around like the tension. And I agree with you. That's how the tension can grow. But I think nowadays, like you don't get like they've obviously cracked down so much on hooliganism, the fighting, and all that. And especially in Europe, like that's not happening in Basque Region Spain. Like the fans just aren't the same. Yeah. But like I don't know, maybe Olympiacos, Greece becomes the new Saudi, where like they get a shit ton of money. Like Olympiacos, I could see that, but it's like we're talking hypothetical. You know, I mean. I can always see Super Clásico being better, like bigger than El Clásico. I get that. Like if someone was like, that is the most intense rivalry, those teams hate each other, this and that, understood. Old Firm, you could almost tell me that's bigger than El Clásico for the same reasons, but like, how does Old Firm get bigger?
Yeah.
I guess better players, but it's like, does that really make it bigger? That makes it more Hollywood. So that's a good question. I mean, maybe let's talk about a derby that's maybe not on the list. Maybe that could be something that continues to grow.
Could be, yeah.
I'm trying to think of...
I personally think Docker's Derby is a sleeping giant.
Right.
I would have
That's
that
fair.
one as one that kind of moves up the list. One that isn't
Tyne-Wear
on the list. Tyne-Wear 2, because they're starting to actually play each other again. One that we don't have on the list that I feel like could potentially at some point get big would be the what's it called? Lazio Roma.
Okay. Talk to me.
Once again, they're both playing Rome. It is one of those rivalries where both teams are kind of good, but not like great. I think if both of these teams, like Roma's trending in the right direction in terms of being in a race for Serie A this year, if Lazio could get on that level at the same time,
Yeah.
we could potentially see like that kicking off and that potentially getting onto the list.
Not sleeping giant, but maybe something. LA Galaxy versus LAFC. El Trafico, as now the game is growing, more investment coming in.
That's a great one
or
too.
a Hudson River Derby, but it's a little tricky until NYCFC has that stadium, just because, again, like you're playing Yankee Stadium.
No, El Trafico is a really good
Trafico,
one.
and they always have top players. But another cheeky one, let's go to Saudi. What's a rivalry out there in Saudi that we're backing?
El Hali versus El Nasir now, between Ronaldo and Benzema.
That could be huge.
Former lovers turned enemies.
Football rivalries. So there's the Jeddah Derby, which...
Jeddah's Derby?
Coming in the pod. Jeddah Derby is No. That's Al Ali. That's another team versus Al Ittihad. And then you have the Riyadh Derby, which is Al Hilal versus Al Nasser. So that is going to heat up. Now, the tough part again here is Ronaldo and Benzema did not show up at these teams like, I hate the other guys. But you could start to get that, especially if players stick there and they don't do the John. Ooh, maybe Jhon Duran. Maybe one of his derbies where it's just teams
the Jhon Duran Derby.
Ooh, just teams he used to play.
I mean, we already had that then. Fenerbahce Villa in the Europa League earlier this year.
You're totally right. Well, that was a good game.
Yeah, was it?
I
think it was a 1-0 win for Villa. I'm pretty sure.
I'll tell you right now. This is the cool part about...
Because Fenerbahce had a goal disallowed.
The cool part
it was going to be 1-1. And all the Fenerbahce fans went nuts.
Yeah, Aston Villa. Jadon Sancho. That's a name I haven't heard in a minute. That's also just me not really watching as much Villa. But, all right. I think that was a good start to tier talk. Maybe next time we list the tiers and have it all set, and then we...
Yeah, we could do tier...
Nice.
Could do list like we just did. It's my brain stopped working trying to think of the word list there. So that's how we know we should probably wrap it up.
Yeah. All right. That being said, really fun episode. Honestly, like, don't get me wrong. We've probably talked a little more ball on some other episodes, but if we're talking like enjoyment, this is probably one of those episodes people are like, damn, just keep talking, fellas. That being said, if you want more of us, always go on the socials, Instagram, TikTok, we're maybe X. The Everything app. Owen, maybe you'll start posting there. Thank you, Owen. Yeah, other than that, I got nothing crazy, really. Watch the games this weekend. Obviously, Super Bowl on Sunday for our Americans. Everyone that listens is American. And then, I don't know, maybe Liverpool City. That'll be fun. Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, enjoy yourselves. Be well. Pooch, I'll give you a couple seconds here. Maybe say something to the people.
Have a good weekend, everyone. Watch some footy. Watch some American footy, learn the game, live the game, love the game.
Wow. Owen?
Yeah, guys, I just want to...
They're not giving anything up. They're actually enjoying it.
It means a lot. Movie twice.
You might have missed something.
Sometimes it takes 2 listens to really understand.
Yeah, especially when Pooch was talking about that Arsenal stat with the 9 game, I don't know. You know what? We didn't even do a footy 501. I think it's all right. It's okay. Right now, footy, 1st to 10. Players with red cards, but it has to be exactly 10. Christian Romero. If I got this, Pooch.
Everyone else's laptop is closed, by the way.
Well, I'm at home, so I'm just chilling. You guys are just hanging out with me at this point. He has... Okay, I hate AI. All right, whatever. I'm going to cut that. All right, everybody. Class is permanent. Form is temporary. Peace.
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 Peace.